pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Like Kev-in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev-in.
We will get it. Don't worry.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporompium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem. 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 It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei.
John for enamuamoso. 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 John for enamuamoso.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities, under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Fine. Fine.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Fine.
Kev in.
We'll get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Fine. Fine.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Fine.
Kev in.
We'll get it. Don't worry.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporompium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem. 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 It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei.
John for and I'm womoso. 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 John for and I'm womoso.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities, under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital, MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, we need capital. Jimmy pa, Siafua pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Siafua pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Siafua pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. There should be no village. In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. Railways and ports. And for the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pool if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth. We inherited a problem of no unique national identification system. This has been with us since independence. We have implemented the national identification system of the Ghana card. And we have today 16 million Ghanaians with.
Most important is that we all believe that before the end of the world, Jesus Christ would come back to earth and save the world from the Antichrist. We all believe that.
You are a big liar.
And so, if you are a Muslim and you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you cannot be a true Muslim.
So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight. So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight. And you don't understand. Get to a village and the people will gather. They will tell you, well, our major need is a borehole. 60 different budgets where we have been allocating money for development, both central and local. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. So we decided to take to our major need is a toilet. So many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to, Our major need is a toilet.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, need capital. Jimmy pa. Jimmy, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started. It's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, 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 R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel.
Apresa ma wo waka ye no bozing ti ensro hwe kwasi ahwa yeti asom presa the waka no osro sonsono afi we ye yenton kwasi aba before then na aba dance ye pata party unya ho snake and sons wo one in the back onuba snake and sons wo one in the back wo one in the back adole snake and sons wo one in the back onuba snake and sons what one in the back what one in the back onufu kebi onufu ke said I mean who Ghana ne dear who is sika ya frɛ with this year omodi sika kwa kotoshen hama ya de yɛse akwa akɔrenyen ha committee ha and I walk a club back with Sika. Get so one man meja, and then one said that we am so free back. Snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onuba, snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Adole, snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onuba, snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onubu Kebi, Onubu Kebi, Onubuke, ke. Snake and sons, what one in the back, Onuba, snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Adole, snake and sons, what one in the back, Onuba, snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onubu Kebi, ke,
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobe-Dutela. It's exactly 4:40 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:40 in Ghana. We're live on TV. We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are streaming live on radio. Tonight, you can watch this show live on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. With All Due Respect page on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel, our official name on YouTube is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. We're also streaming live on TV, on multi-TV. If you have any digital TV, you can also watch the show live. You just have to search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV, you'll get us live. We're also live on radio tonight. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You'll be part of tonight's show. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Search for Loud Silence Radio. Go to the App Store, search for Loud Silence Radio. You will get us live tonight. Our affiliates tonight also cross-posting. We are also streaming live on TikTok tonight. On TikTok, our official name on TikTok is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. So all platforms are blazing. We are live across the world. Tonight's show is basically about a special prosecutor and some very important matters arising. We came here last week to tell you that a special prosecutor is not being truthful to Ghanaians. It's unfolding. We are all getting to know the lies. We are all getting to know how he has been deceiving Ghanaians all these years. Tonight, we will reinforce our statement. We will expose the special prosecutor. We will let Ghanaians know that he does not deserve to be in that office. He needs to be sacked and prosecuted. He needs to be sacked, investigated, and prosecuted. This is a man who is not consistent. His habit of lying is getting out of hand. He does not respect the ordinary Ghanaian, the taxpayer. All that he cares about is the lavish lifestyle he is living. Tonight, we will delve into the special prosecutor.
Test on Ayuda. Hey, app back. Services be free.
Download the Ayuda app now on Play Store and App Store.
let's assume say Ghana police oba maybe or Finland oba Finlanda police sika na editu omoka no e sika omonka say generate e editu omoka into who commit traffic offense police ajuska where wrong parking and police ajuska you know those kind of things and one editu e omohoka then at the end of the year no auditors will go and audit them if they made profit or not. But Ghana police edan ka Ghana police nyene adwuma no okodan ka odan ka wi na wajiska no Ghana police jina kwan ho wajiska no da she ne butom yet at the end of the month na ban san the Ghana sika asan tuyo the same police ne ka and the auditor aban tuyo auditor ne ka say auditor no enko audit firms okwa na wase kwaje bribe ho enko audit ni ye but na ban ni sika tuyo ka enti ade na ban no emma audit service no. So that is exactly the same way na person ka auditor OSP ya ma wadwuma se kwache kenufurata bra inim se sika se na kenufurata area odene ba sika se ni ibenya then we pay you some amount of money based on that. This is okona of kenufurata man na se waboka we punish you based on that because Ghana ayem kwase adwuma. That is make me believe though, so we should go that point because maybe to because that particular angle ebe boy nyina but just on me ya adwen a me thumbs up oh. All right, in Tianko Yenim. Praise the Lord. Hey, praise the Lord. That's me. That's me. Praise the Lord. Say.
Sacked and prosecuted. He needs to be sacked, investigated.
And your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Fine. Fine.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Fine.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Fine. Fine.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Fine.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated opolumpium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelous stratagem. 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 It was a contumelous stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Jump for and I'm almost so. 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 Jump for and I'm almost so.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital, MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, open need capital. Jimmy pa, Siafua pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Siafua pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Siafua pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. There should be no village. In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
Railways and ports. And for the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pool if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth. We inherited a problem of no unique national identification system. This has been with us since independence. We have implemented the national identification system of the Ghana card. And we have today 16 million Ghanaians with.
Most important is that we all believe that before the end of the world, Jesus Christ would come back to earth and save the world from the Antichrist. We all believe that.
You are a big liar.
And so, if you are a Muslim and you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you cannot be a true Muslim.
So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight. So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight. And you don't understand, get to a village and the people will gather. They will tell you, well, our major need is a borehole. There's 60 different budgets where we have been allocating money for development, both central and local. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. So we decided to take our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet. Many villages I went to,
Our major need is a toilet.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need capital. Jimmy pa. Jimmy omo. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started. It's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, 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 R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel.
A person my war waka no bows into yen stroke. Kwasia shwa yetia some prensa. Your waka no osro son sono. I feel wait again to kwasia back before then na bada here. Pata party unya ho. Snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Only snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. I do snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Only snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Onufu kebi, onufu kebi, onufu ke, onufu kebi, onufu kebi, onufu ke.
Said I mean who Ghana ne dear. Who is the guy and friend with this year? I'm with the Sika Quack or Toshay. How may I be a Saint Aqua Corinne, huh? Committee, and now I walk a club that could take a get so one man me, and then one side away am so free back home.
Snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Only back, snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. I do snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Only back, snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Onufu kebi, onufu kebi, onufu ke, onufu kebi, onufu kebi. Onubuke, ke. Snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Onuba, snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. I do snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Onuba, snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Onufu kebi, onufu kebi, onufu ke. Onufu kebi, onufu kebi, onufu ke. Onufu kebi, onufu kebi, onufu ke.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobe-Rute. It's exactly 4:40 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:40 in Ghana. We're live on TV. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We are streaming live on radio. Tonight, you can watch this show live on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. With All Due Respect page on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel, our official name on YouTube is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. We're also streaming live on TV, on multi-TV. If you have any digital TV, you can also watch the show live. You just have to search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. You'll get us live. We're also live on radio tonight. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You'll be part of tonight's show. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Search for Loud Silence Radio. Go to the App Store, search for Loud Silence Radio. You will get us live tonight. Our affiliates tonight also cross-posting. We are also streaming live on TikTok tonight. On TikTok, our official name on TikTok is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. So all platforms are blazing. We are live across the world. Tonight's show is basically about a special prosecutor and some very important matters arising. We came here last week to tell you that a special prosecutor is not being truthful to Ghanaians. It's unfolding. We are all getting to know the lies. We are all getting to know how he has been deceiving Ghanaians all these years. Tonight, we will reinforce our statement. We will expose the special prosecutor. We will let Ghanaians know that he does not deserve to be in that office. He needs to be sacked and prosecuted. He needs to be sacked, investigated, and prosecuted. This is a man who is not consistent. His habit of lying is getting out of hand. He does not respect the ordinary Ghanaian, the taxpayer. All that he cares about is the lavish lifestyle he is living. Tonight, we will delve into the special prosecutor's statement. He's basically trying to avoid the most important question of the day. Why haven't you handed over the Ken Ofori-Atta investigation docket to the Attorney General? He's avoiding that question. Tonight, we'll expose the special prosecutor. He has come out with a statement full of garbage. He is now preparing a docket. Yes, I can say on authority, the breaking news is the special prosecutor, Kisi Ejaben, has no docket on Ken Ofori-Atta. Tonight's show is going to be straightforward. It's going to be factual. As always, we're going to take the lead. We're going to make sure the facts are spelled here. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are here to speak truth to power. Enyumbre Oshami Amidin, Amemame, and papa editomino Kevin Taylor Eko Bedu na ende nyumbre yebedi nkoma ehu hia sebio eboa amagana so yebema ebefa yentoma pa efra efa special prosecutor eye opinion a oda eye officer anka sebio ebehwehwe krono keta hyehye proye ene sebio omomo aban mu ne omomo fira aban mu nyina na otwe sende me ba ebeka kire Ghana for say eye Mr. Kisi Ejaben oda special prosecutor eye office na no o enipa bi a onka no kre sebio oda da Ghana for sebio oji Ghana for sebio yesika megasi yesika yetua ne ka ena ehon akadia ede ena de niwo so na emom enye edwumadie na ede ama ne se ondi no dwumadie bi te se eye investigations anase ehwehwemu a ekoso awose ekoso efa Ken Ofori-Atta ho no special prosecutor Ken Ofori-Atta Kisi Ejaben adada Ghana for a very long time until say last week me ba bontene ebe release eye enkrata ekire eye nkoma one Jubilee House ene Attorney General edi matena neto a ende okeka keka nsem bi a enim ene nwumre yebesa ebie weni yebesa ede kanea no akire special prosecutor so oda ho twatro. In fact, or the krata aba bonte na otie krata ne mu nsem na otum se papa no asama ehia se wo so yi ano no sebio odi hu agro onenam ho na otwa atro yebete ne to yebedwedwem ama Ghana for ehu no kre no Ghana na yete no no kre ene wo se de chichire Ghana atro ene de Kufuado bawomia kene Japan brand champion mo eba tumim ende ombedwiri Ghana ebe wiaye inti embredu say yedid no kre ebe chichire man we enti na ende no emfa ho ene dibia wo when the facts are supposed to be said or say account no kreno send semna ehiana or say bohu dewura or say bohu dewuro inti yedwumadie wa ha no say ye de bema Ghana for ehu no kreno ye bedwudwam ye bekyerechirem ama manfo nyina ehu me din ede ko bedu me chenchen hene otufo say tutu na de ama me asantifo nyina pema asem sebio ekire mama bodam na pema asem efri say no kra me kanti ena Ghana oba eye the Delta regional omde sheba akono yana ne de sheba akono nti no frame eye bidin refi yana ma medibi eno meka kire mo oba awonafo mu a eno so eye aigbefo awonafo anlofo mu nyina edome because omde say omde sheba akope me ma me awonani ene de me mfensie ofridenu me awonani kakra nti ba Ghana me mixed tribe me mfantini kakra ena me awonani kakra ena me nyina wasantime mu nti me triple mixed tribe me a very very delicate human being mini baby ade ekoso ena sebio osaba eye bunumemu a bonofo so domi kufo ne ade so wo ho eba eye mfantimemu a eye mikrum fanciful Mr. Brentel Mr. Brown ena Mr. Crensel omunyina so edo Kevin Taylor ye every so de share enemy ensam ne de egum se mamponhene abomu nana sebio oda obenkum so ye yi mamponhene foforo a sebio enche ye de beba eye abedwoma ye nyina sebio yada onyankopon ase na nyumrei dia abayi dia na aba na matena si so dia na onim se nsempolo ene nsempele ena mi bedwudwam ama obia ate ase mi chia mi ankasa me papa auto ne pa ede wo me okaka bin ando the 10th the paramount chief of Abra Asebu Kwamakasi traditional area ono ene ye ohene a owo ho mi chia ahemfo mo Ghana asofo a mo ka no kre na mi chia mo asofo a mundi no kre mo jeje contract onyankopon enkumo nyame adwuma na wosabo ye nyame adwuma ena wosabo ye contract sofo the contract do de dey sofo bia wudi contract echi wo Ghana wa sori ngu sofo bia wo Ghana nde a wudi contract echi wa sori ngu sofo de contract do de dey it me catch wa sofo da mo pe contract o Ghana mo sori ngu uye konfo na wo Ghana na obo homoden uye fu ka ho uye artisan se bi uye konfo e de se eye kofi eye se kokubunsam a wo ya ahwende e de boa eton ahwende nyame enhyira bodwuma so kokubunsam ono nko ane konfo a se bi osadi dwuma obde business eka ho e kire se na boso na osom nani ko ho e na se bi oye dwuma a onye na adwene se okofa aban bibi anase na ibiro bibi enti wo ya konfo wo Ghana na se bi woni ate na toma e na woton e na se bi unim de toma de eboa eye se na ebe mama bi edi machi toma etumi ewo so eye toma se bi eye hwentia toma so se bi agina ne na so toma se bi anadwo etimiti disco a onam sumu obi behu toma se bi o timango na ohuri eye chichira toma apapa chese oye comfort se eye de kofi anase eye kwekubonsam na oye comfort na so eye toma ton ana oye wo side gig bi a nyame enhyira nyame enhyira eye opamwo reverend opamwo na assistant nyame enhyira mo so na opamwo de se me pastor no be feeling for ken also feeling me taking there and the oboa se person obi ni Black Stars eba America ebe gina bench wo onkochi a amanfo be hu se the gentleman ba amanfo ba opamwo nko wa taking wa foldi and amanfo be hu se sakure wo ya krachini so for ya krachini pa Ghana a ye ba taking a number 1 opamwo mi chie opamwo bi chia obi a. Thank you very much for tuning in on YouTube. We are live. We're also live on Facebook and also on TikTok tonight. And you bring Mr. T every TikTok. Let me say hello to 1 or 2 people. Now you're for Jumadiano and Shisheso. Yeah, TikTok. I am seeing Adams 1. Good evening to you, Adams. Good evening to Boachi the gentleman. Mr. Boachi, good evening. Boachi the gentleman. Boachi the gentleman. Hey, Mr. Boachi, good evening. Ken Boachi, I think that's you. I can also see Sam watching me tonight on TikTok this evening. Original JK is also live here. I can see Ma B watching me this evening on TikTok. Alhaji Bawa is live here. Ibi Grace is watching me. Wusha is live on TikTok this evening. Isaac Nyame is live on TikTok this evening. Ekuya, Ekuya said she wasn't feeling well. Ekuya, what is going on? That's a my doctor, Papa Bina, Dr. Show. Onye mso akachire me na yehu akontade ne beka but Ekuya last night also home foul it's home for mami huna yemfa ma doctor papa bi na doctor papa bi show because ufri busia sebi osika wom ho toye Ekuya mami hu. Caleb is also watching me tonight. Princess is live on TikTok this evening. Major IGP is watching me on YouTube. No Mihu K Obibini this evening. Thank you very much, K Obibini. Don Ali is live on YouTube. Also, Joseph is watching me. Akosia Florence, I don't know, is live here. Manaf is watching me on YouTube. Kwame's TV is live on Facebook. And also, I can see Lydia Agleze watching me. Cindy Esnam is live on Facebook this evening. Daniel Degba is watching me. Money. Good evening, Money. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are. Money. Maz Babatu is live on Facebook. Also, I can see Cindy Esnam is back again. Hashi is watching me on Facebook. Also, Raj is watching me. Solomon Ofe is Siedu is live on Facebook. Also, Kofi Den is live on YouTube. And all those people who have made it possible this evening. Michia Ubia, Meda Ubia se Majatum se. Enyumbre mone mebedi eye djuma diewe mama yamfa nhyehyɛ so ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ so media bo minim bibia o ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ so a mente ya nipa bi keka nsɛm sɛ bibi kɔ so a mente ya mama yamfa 2 minutes bi ɛnka ho asɛm ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ so media say check your wings, check your Kennedy na ɛpɛ yɛdeɛ free and fair elections na yɛka ho asɛm. It's just free and fair. Kennedy ontumi di president owini a ontumi di Baumia ewinia ultimately 24% no benya. Obie ni MPP mo betumi win election 2028 is a fact for the next 42 years. But as a member of the great MPP anameka ho minim nyansa nti matwe ho kakra memfiri mu still I have my card with me no ni nyina ne say we want the party to have free and fair elections and the idea say mubetumi ewiem eyeba omiafo no munjai and that is what we have been preaching against say a person party no ye party be ya kono biem say party no ye party betuma ka ne ho abom biem a and the sa machinations ne sa strategy to rig the elections am I imagine some rig wie because I can tell you an authority say election dey omo I feel bad for Kennedy but Bawumia ne nkofo wiem and we are not going to sit there for this to happen and then when you go on the internet the rate at which Bawumia for threatening, we will get there. When we get there, we will talk about it. We need to speak on issues. Party needs say, and the party not done any power for party. Omokasa mo bian kebi. Omaji party not tell me say just say koyemra krampa nipa koka kribi the kwashe dem ni ayemra e favor Bawumia. No, the party Bawumia beto party no. Bawumia only constituency or MPP mo. I'm yet to hear any constituency to say yes start yen ama Bawumia card yen na e grassroots ejuma yen na ekwa ebi ni ho enti we cannot say ye tam party ama Bawumia na de Bawumia pe no ene aye no Ekufuado ne Gabi mu ne bedi etu mu no they cannot still run the party through Bawumia enye ejuma enti me de mechanism say me here free and fair elections so far my intelligence e wo MPP mu say omodi nkan ewia elections nim omodi nkan arigi elections no omodi nkan etwiki elections no in favor of Bawumia. Makacham say I'll give you the exact number Bawumia benya before election to January amukwa mo primaries no and it is disheartening. Yet mean tina party mu nyesa and the obi party we going to chire na adwene the moment abechire na adwene no na Bawumia executives party for omu nyina to ahye so aden the insult the clear disregard for party rules and regulations and the part Bawumia for di boni ayen kashe. All that we are asking for some BT Kennedy crowd mum beating squarely or fairly. We need transparent elections. Michael Kwe munen nyoma nyoma mu ye na emwa we are elections na de Bawumia. Why? Media, I don't care what you say. Transparency. Obia or ye against what I am preaching no ye nipa bi on MPPA. Omo no mo ka ho a omo wia abanu mama Bawumia. Obi obesoro we MPP mu a obeka se tia me se Kevin Taylor se na sa nipa no onim se Bawumia ewiem. Nti mo anya very careful. Check your wings. Kennedy ani epe ene de ye ni bebi akọ. Ye duru ho amedwudwam amagana for ehu no kre no. Now and the BBA see a video I watched. Samira Bawumia ombedi first lady o je se unu obi kura won tokwa ana se obi hu ye otan hu ye wehi we din kaka chenko for say eye de eye hopes na do hu ye wonyan ne hu ye otan we get it na obi yase. You see, that is what I keep telling Ghanaians. Nipa no onya tumi kura mo hwe de suban. Mr. S, do you have the video? Na hopes na do aba penyini titiri ti se kantanka nye ni paketwa. Na amanfo ejai de omo ye nyina aba eye eyiase kantanka yi ehona Samira Bawumia ebetwe ne kora ehona obebu ni penim tia. You see, that woman is very arrogant. Samira Bawumia o a dangerous chain ofui o very arrogant na bibi nti na all suppress arrogant no o a dangerous woman. Yakase obi a disrespectful na wo Samira Bawumia edi atenie na wendi Lordina Mahama. Edi atenie na wendi John Mahama. You stood in public. Abrana Lordina Mahama betuma ashaw asifo. You stood in public because of power and disrespecting my way for over 80 years. Adentra odrosa wotono slim. Adentra u makeups edoso. Adentra u de winya small girls be diwechi. Inti I was o disrespecting a former first lady. O disrespecting ni kunu. Edi na wan kanu kunu Samira Bawumia. Nanke pe oba oye beauty pageant abedi president there. Senke obebre wo Ghana. But you see, what do you say? In Penifone, at least where Jimmy Kurano, something should tell you, say, oh no, I'm in the middle of adults. I'm in the middle. People are watching me. Hope Snadoye drew say, oh madam, it is saying, Mami Chiawa, this woman, you see, me catch the Ghana for. Hey, Bawumiangwa said, oh, and Samira, omudru fia, pressure or dema Bawumiano. Pressure or dema Bawumiano. Senka wo hobia, you'll be shocked. Bawumia, I pity him. I feel bad for him. I can show you videos, the treatment Samira Dema Baumia, Samere, Omupia Bontana, this woman, why you makeup, not Ghana for one be a Jimmy Tidinich, or you daring woman. You see, on your Ghana ni, into agenda in say, or perceive the first Sebio foreigner to be the first lady of Ghana. That is her agenda. Into whatever, into sender, into Kwesi Ghana ni Kunipa, Samira Baumia, she does not feel it. Sebio full and for crampa. Omunya problem some time back at MPP or power. Samira Bawumia never spoke about it. But during elections, no afraid Chako catch say Omonkun to Kwama Bawumia. That is Samira Bawumia. Now, Yaba ye Apostle Joseph Onyeni Paketwa. Now Samira Ope First Lady Edi. Ope First Lady Edi. And then you want to show in public, in the full glare, ni per shen o TV so Obia Tenen and Sase Chiame or say, Ninye ready. That you want to be first lady of this nation. Monshe, ni kunu, bemana, or no sebio, a tutua, a trained them, as sebio, the quarter pound, and they won't cry through Mubeo, or no crampono, or bonitiase, ya hoopson. Because sebio, you'll be cry na your problem, and ye nipim, and you'll be a yase. And it's not been foka, will be a yasni ye way. Now, way your bar, sebio, the Oyana Bontin Ponu, yes, Samira Baumia. Eye na bontini nie hwe
so raya wabe omo twa sisa wali Hossein Aja Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and I didn't know again more. Everybody just Samira Ewa Hossein Aja Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Hossein Aja Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and I didn't know again more.
No, I do at time. Into Samira way. And people are correcting me. Oh, the first foreign first lady is Fatia. Na Samira obetun what it Fatia. A dear training as Samira Nyaya obetun what to come and Kromaire. No. Mama yes, I didn't say the real first lady on your Ghana. You can't say the real. We're fake ass Samiri, disrespectful lady. Very disrespectful. Obampo ba kumponi wa wowie GSS wa brabom. Obabia ni wa wowie GSS. You are still taking care of primary kids. You have not even reached motherhood where you can sit and say, maybe the 18 years we pia bontene mada ama masuma tome. Onye so mo mumba 17, 18, 19. Omu pie no. E hona we parent no. Oba pie at the age of 16, 17. Wasuma to awutumada. Enye easy. You have not even gotten to that point where you are a full-grown, matured mother. And you exhibit this form of arrogance, the attitude. Who do you think you are? You are just a former first lady. A second lady. Sorry. My fault. You are a former second lady. And you sit. The disrespect from this girl. The disrespect. Yet to because of power. Ochi excavators eko bubu obi dan nyina tugu because of power. And the Accra Main Street nyina e dan wo nyina matoto nyina agi nkofo nsa ase. O sa still you are arrogant. Eh, into when na yentam Ghana nsha wonsa. Go and learn from Lordina mo. Go and learn from Theresa Kufuor. Go and learn for Ali Mahama wife mo, Atamil's wife. Emisa go and see what it makes a woman an honorable woman, a woman with substance. You can say a woman with substance. Oba sebi obi huna no say we dey nimu enyam. Enye makeup na mo nimu enyam. Eye woni what you do in public, how you conduct yourself. Enye trumutia e show and e kire say wo yoba woni bie. No, this is despicable. At time, and we need to speak against it. Debia, we are saying we should give women opportunity. And your baby man, your man opportunity. And Bani Bo Homa is Sante Kramai. What the cassette to our own rate. What the chewing gum at no akofari. Sana Samira tie. Why is Sante Kramai? Red and white team that chobano. What the dompetua on pe. What the chewing gum to a penua akofari. Sana Samira tie. Oh, you're dangerous. You don't do that. Inti yantam to me mau. Yamambe first lady. Yantam to me mau. Unyanya to me ready. Oh yeah. But you see, we will get there. You do everybody sound common. All right, team. Let's move on. Thank you, Mr. S. A former third lady. You are a third lady. You are a former third lady because Mahamudu Baumia first wife for her. And now the gimpa ya be share her. Brown say. Why on sa Sante Kramai? Yama dumpe a umpe o chewing gum na hari. Show ye mame. Learn from the Lordinas. Learn from Emisa Atamo wife, no Atamos wife. See humility. Omo crampono ye can woman with substance. Oma ye BB with a mark. Who dear makeup? What dear partner a taru di and the Ghana you bought Samira Baumia din a taru. Oh Samira dear, utmi pine room. Samira nen to my dear. Samira dear. No, we need women. You boni din. Lordina Maha say, hey. Ope, one of the first ladies are to me SC hospitals. Abuanipa, your Bobby said, Nana Kuredo Ajma Rollins. I agree on so many things. But 31st December Women's Movement, her impact. That is what we are talking about. What the other day say Samira conference on Coport. Now what to play in first class, no wako India. Wako to and make of a foul trum. Aqua just say, Ukushia Kumbaja, ye Jimmy tam taxpayers money amount. Wasabedruha, you are showing arrogance. Usuba de sa Sante Kramai uba Samira. Yama dumpa ompe ope chewing gum and are. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. You can keep that arrogance at home. The way now pe Haruna Idrisu asema politics in tea amwabedi the other side no. I have brown one se kakra. Brown one se. The way now pe Haruna Idrisu asema politics in tea. And wabedi the other side, Brown Wasi, you are too arrogant. Oh. Now, Mummy Queen, Sir, Utimiko conference on Coport. Obibaka Sameboa. Samira to me to free Ghana, no aquabruchi. Yes, so there, first, second, third lady, or conference on Coport. Mr. S, get me before I move on. I'm tired of this arrogance. When I did about the president, no? Huh? Utimit free Ghana. Abra oseso ma oso suya de free omo ho ko suya nyoma free Lordina Mahama mo ho ko suya see how impactful they are. Utimi tna play mu no asesa sa anoma bi na mo trim fi so mo ye photographers wa kwa abroche say okoye Coport conference pele and these things yet na kro mu a mo ma yankasa Mr. S. All right, Mr. S, let me play or get me the Coport share mo share video ni nyina get me the Coport conference.
Hossein Aisha Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and I didn't know again for a group of Aisha Samira and I didn't know a second round. And it's one more and I will put your no and also for Fabina Esiama Hajabraja. And so I didn't drum 18 of Feb. Almost share at the framework of one of the after so hard. That's just so right up one day. Almost what Hossein Aisha Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and I didn't know again for a group of Aisha Samira and I didn't know a second round. And it's one more and I will put your no and also for Fabina Esiama Hajabraja. And so I didn't drum 18 of Feb. Almost share at the framework of one of the
It's so bad. Now, Ochina, officially to Abekachenko for I media mikunu COP28 clean cooking saves lives. Samira Baumia Samire otumi two free Ghana. Now a kwabru chi say co-port inti or conference way. Whoa. Arrogance. Only humility biao. Or head way Baumia ufie. And it's an baby Kennedy can say, Sawo Samira, and I was Samere, Oman and Utia, some of a canon. Or best that here free chairman won't to me, to Andy, to Ayadi, Sewa Mere, Ababe, in some of the canon. And it's a Kennedy ye dino. Master, Brown once say, or life right to start Santifo Kramine, your mouth don't pay, I won't pay, oh, Pechunga Mare, Shenie, your arrogance is too much. Humble yourself, woman. Now, on Shakraman in the 18 years that. On Shakraman in the 18 years, you don't understand life. Life is not about makeup. Life is not about making people think there. No, you need to humble yourself. Jimmy Sao, these things you people do. Why? Clean cooking saves life. Eduane and a co-pot. Wait, and Yamfa Ghana Mount. Thank you, Mr. S. I'll leave this here. I'll come back to this matter at time. At time. We are going to stop these kinds of arrogance in the party. And they will be to me in Casamira some more MPP mu. Samira to me is small girls. I could see a man who when he said Bini, then Omudi didn't go for nobody declared the attempt in Samira and the Shechri. And Kwasia the party mu no. O we are nani kunu jankinaba yede yenkasantia will be a. And this is what is going on in the party. Kropot conference. Utumiko Kropot conference. No, osa tuaswa ko kunkumbaja. We westini pasika. Ube first lady do Ghana. Alright, mummy and you. Made a member case so what you say no. Yeah, or your mouth story I want to that. Oh, or you change breed the original about me also. Now, yaka say na ye chirichiri mu no. Obi anu say Ghana de otumfo kra peme asem efri say in chirichiri mu ntra. OMC's commence reduction in fuel prices, petrol selling at 12 Ghana 77 pesos, diesel at 12 Ghana 97 pesos. MP4 I said your money. Me say o mine de enyansafo aba o mo chichire man no enti Ghana for debiano mombra na mo meti asempa no yesi ati petrol so. Na ngam be say NPP4 ko demonstration. Say enti ati si ati petrol so. Na se meti say na mo so mo enti ati say yati DSTV so. Na me just some demonstration aka say mo enti ati si ati petrol so inwan. Me see am me nyini ntimi mpento kwa me nye gidigidi. This is what is happening in the market. Yati petrol so oil marketing companies atiti petrol isi petrol na full and obe konkofo kuta cap almost petrol almost sano buta omutumi de sa na ehwegua yen petrol ebuso and the Ghana be petrol ebuso and the ton petrol 1277 petrol ebuso aban papa ba bibia economically obi ho tono nkofo we betena so 8 years ogoka petrol asem kwa no mudi watam and Adentina MPP4, Adentina fake news, joy news, Adentina Omokasam MPP no any demonstration can say, hey, Yati Petro so John Mahama ne NDC for Barbemu. They are doing everything possible to get things right. Send by our home beto. Sebio Obia Otua Odi Mahama ne NDC for Atemono, Petro ye teso no wakaso onto, ye beti kaso. This is what we call say Yachiremain. And ya dia benye bibia perfect. But you see, Sabine to me shred the will. Na abane to me share a certain pace bia sibia oye ni nyama ene se ne bebia eko ene ni nadwiri mu po se ne tia oyo man utiman mu na so you businessman oye Ghanaian unya some kind of confidence and this is the kind of confidence a government gives its people. NPP to so petrol koya could do be 23 Ghana MPP so and Sankwasi afu so na makache ye na the party of intellectuals amoye den so kuta PhD kuta den na sa de no ntumi tia light bla o sa PhD en kwasi PhD so wa ko wiase school nyina na sa untumi ma omba eduane endidi entumi nyi sebio sika nhwefie entua light bla na o PhD na akwaje no fa so because uso kwaji PhD abenye sika At the end of the day, omo go school 18 years, 20 years, say, omo benya abodini di enye sika kese. It is not about anything. The baseline is that you go school, me pesa me ye doctor. Now pesa ye doctor, na didn't na pesa ye doctor. O pesa oji salary kese. Now from would say a party of intellectuals. Now ye tikronum na under you no Petra could do 23, 24. Na ende obi on friend was intellectual. Party omo almost so many intellectuals, omo Ghanaians. And the reason like the rational Ghanaian on Wall Street as well. And they have brought petrol to 22.7. Dollar from 17 all the way to 10. Now person chem say men santam to me ma MPP. And the can remember UP. The new UP. Metam to me Ediama MPP. And can remember the new UP. Can remember Alan Cash. Yes. Metam to me Ediama MPP. Can metam my UP. Why should I give the MPP full of criminals to me? Why? At least UP for the Omaja to say, yeah, MPP for ya tia ho. If you say the nyansa, yen to me diatro and twaso. Yen to me ma embe diatro and twaso. Abra ye bugana for him tia. And they are reasonable enough. And that is one thing that the NPP is lacking. They just don't want to accept to say Omo Jimmy. They don't want to accept so much. They don't want to accept to say they did not live up to expectation. Instead of them to admit and let people know they are the cause of the problem, no, they are still blaming people. And the Utie Bawumia, Utie Kennedy, Utie MPP for Brady Champion, they are still not admitting that they are the problem. They are still blaming the NDC. What did the NDC do to get the dollar to AS17? The NDC did nothing. In fact, the NDC had minority in parliament. So you had everything in your under your control. The executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. You have everything. You had everything at your disposal. And still, you people are still asking and still blaming the NDC. Instead of you people to be honest to each other. Tell Ghanaians, say, yeah, Jimmy, it's one with the UP for now. When the MPP for no more nyansana omubunipano omati omo say yajiatum we were part of the pigs. We don't want to be part of the pigs. We are being honest with you people. We actually disappointed you people. We destroyed the country. We want to form something new. Omunomye nansafo namode jimina. You are still enshrined in your foolishness. You are still enshrined in your foolishness. Thank you, Mr. S. Here, you see it under MPP. Yeah, the betchro. Here, under MPP. Any. We make a Kevin Tell and pay MPP for an Jimmy for you. This is 2022. Fuel call all the way to 23.49 per liter. In 2022, fuel could do 23. Under MPP and under NDC in less than a year, fuel about to do 12.77. Oh, catch them and say, "Minjai to me, na memfama MPP." And I want to nim nyansa MPP. As we speak today, why partner with MPP mo nim nyansa? As we speak today, why nim nyansa MPP mo? Na nyansa nino ofrihina aba. Who is new? Who is the intelligent person right now? You tell me, say, "Yemfa to me man MPP." Why? The people who took the fuel price to 23.49 are the same idiots walking on the streets of Ghana and saying they want power again. So who is intelligent in the NPP? None of them. And this America say I need fair, transparent elections. No, at least Obia compete fairly. You say we winning. But the idea say when him say party no enye, when him say impedifo no almost say party no na sta mo pese mo wie mo ba omian and then people like us we don't understand. Now let's move forward. Yeah, easy. Now Osetias here, the president of the Republic of Ghana. Oh, the reason why I dear betchna Ghana for you now wa say Mami phone penny for me to me from Kevin. I don't know my journalism here easy sama. Enyami o eni nyansa. Enye gidigidi o. Enye se mama me voice IBB and ase me share suit bi. Anamba be gina ashe petuo for space bi. Na me ma da bi you understand a dialogue. Wa wuti fie me bu nyansa pa. Your teacher for bebre ba mo hwe me teachers omo kire ma dey or primary JSS NSS. Ebe omo nya bebre hwe me. There are lots of them they basically helped me to reason up to get to where I am. Intimate say because I've gotten the opportunity to speak to people, I can underestimate their intelligence. No, intimate me making sure say akwara opinion you move along with me. I try to let you understand the basics. And anything I'm for me show we pa in penny for party to more Ghana no more any abruche because I make it easy for them. I make Ghana for omuti aseka say say na nyoma ekọ ene we de I was saying nyina de to me any ahoden tai chiri na yenja nkwasiafo MPP no behind. That is why you get lots and lots of people watching this platform. Now, President Mahama to cut sword for Sekendi Takoradi Cape Coast Highway dualization big push project on October 21st. Nyambwa ochina ejebo no ochina ejane beba bedu. President Mahama osha uba sebiu ebono odiso ose ochina mo Cape Coast Takoradi ye ko ni nyina na ekwan na ebko from Cape Coast Sekendi Takoradi Cape Coast kwan no obetwa humem tidim na ekwan ye biem 4 ko na 4 ba. President Mahama so waba or say under at the end of the by a friend big push no sa sika no big push him and no de be ye kwan nto ochina president betwa humem umpe we na opede na na do dan kweku for the be president baby ba ko pe e na oye kwan e wo ho e chebi e ho nko a Ghana the whole Ghana e dey party nya na ochebi enye galamse na na do dan ko be president oye the busuani oforiata sorry amwakwata the route minister. The only place I'm fix kwan kwan asphalt road papa no krom chebi asa. But you see, the NDC they are back in power. The same NDC omo sa kwan amuhu no e Ghana bebre no omo ja pokuase emokisho se omo ye pokuase ansa no mokono masaba biem. And the NDC say Sekendi Takoradi Cape Coast sa kwan no John Mahama betwa homemu ochina under big push no omo be start ya ho adwuma. Na umpe we dear pa na wope into adwene wo say ba omia beba na ba omia ba na na dan kweku for the busuafo ya da ho ne te cabinet ba omia ba na amwakwata we mu asa ne te cabinet ba omia ba kojo ponkroma we mu ada ho ne te cabinet den asenso bo achemo ba omia ba agima menu ba omia ba na sankofo uje sankofo nu nyanzo ma bibibio omutumi nye bibia biem. And in Tina Mekacho say the NDC needs to rule Ghana for 42 years. And do 42 years, no. Now Ghana is solidified to the point that Obin to me back 4 years, 8 years, said yeah. In today make 42 years now. There is a reason for the 42 years. The reason is that in 42 years, no, that system no has been put in the place, has been solidified in the to a point that nobody can just come in 4 years or 8 years and say, "Oh, but dismantle system." No. In 42 years, we need to support the NDC government. The NDC as a political party support the vision of the NDC. So it is not about who leads the NDC. It is about the vision. NDC war. Because the NDC is a party. It thinks about the people. And see, I can't say 42 years now. And because just number in 42 years time, no, na adebia ya etintimu no, obia ntumi free MPP mu, and I want party for from kase obese no. Because ye per se, ye guarantee your future. Ye ma ya wo mo no, ye guarantee future ne mo a, e wo se e make sure say keep party way e NDC in power for the next 42 years. We enya ding. It is basically, it is say you could ahwehwe. So person who enima ahwehwe no bo ho ban. So on person be who enima ma ahwehwe ne mpai. We want to see our face every morning. Inti the osia ye say ye bebo ahwehwe no ho ban because in kofo we ye ni momu suban. MPP ye ni momu su. The question to you is MPP am kofa nipa foforo ben na aba ya de foforo. Hwan ya na different. Who is the new face in the MPP today? New face in any hwan? Sankofo di ba omiechi omo ana ne di ekufu ado echi enkofo di Kennedy echi no omo ana di na di ekufu ado echi enkofo di MPP omo have you seen any new face? Amanfo no ka che say review means cancel no sankwasiafo ya na se monsanfa tumi momo these are the same people chema wuntumi galam so ye no ene na all they support Baumia campaign the same person per se Baumia ba power. How can Baumia fight illegal mining? It's so simple. Nana do dan kweku fuado. The family members almost 60. And na wa aban we mu. Baumia tama na onye president mpo. Munko hwe ne busuanfo bebi a no mo hyehyɛ. Sunyane airport ni ade Kotoka International Airport. These are people who are dangerous. And why should we as a nation nyansantam inkofo we 1 year ago ni eni omo na tio 8 years ago ni eni omo na tio mo ko bebi the same people. Samia ukukochina NLA ene mo hunsem efiri hoba positions to work for us, and then who the AC. So who is new? Tell me the new face and the new brain. What is new here? Obi Abeboni Dibia took part in the destruction of Ghana under Ekufuado Bawumia. Obi Abeboni Dibia. Who didn't take part? Who didn't take part? Tell me. Who didn't have a role? They all had a role in Ekufuado Bawumia's government. Who didn't have a role? Me penipa bakwa. Not only role we are not for papa no etimi ko ekwaje ayaresa sebio Ghana for pensioners we abana sebio okasa eba sebio eye Ghana sikasem yeka over trillion ebeto yeso no abana eje Ghana for nsemu sika abana ma galam say eku ya ese ye nsuo nyina ende ye try say ye beko sa okono abana ema dollar ni kodu 17 abana ema inflation kodu be 57 Abaya mumusa musa why na enka aban no why na enka ho all the people following Bawumia and Kennedy why na enka mama nipa ba kwa no enka aban no ho the obeka se no enka aban no ho o ka ho na ode sanko for the ba to me eye Kobre Japan until the whole Ghana catch Ghana for say yamfa to me ma Bawumia ne Kufuado no mun say Ghana more into why na wa aban we mu a why na ye campaign in the Ghana na enka distraction no. These are demons. The damage that happened because now if nothing happened for Ghana for today till date you people are not accepting say it was because of what and I said free power and I said accept to say his leadership was wrong he could not deliver everybody knows he's a vegetable and I said was in charge of affairs and they're in charge of the energy sector. Cocoa board, a very big push, no? Who is new here? A quite a destroy our education. And a Ghana, and the Western region for say, Sabik, who else again? A quine in Japan. Now, so the whole thing is a mess. There's nobody in there that you can sit and say, to me, man.
Now, I just want to also point out, we cannot invest so much money in improving our road network only for
whether you like it or not.
Transporters to overload their trucks and destroy the roads in 3 to 5 years. We've seen new roads that are built, and once these trucks that are overloaded pass on them, within 3 to 5 years, the road is finished.
After 24 years. The UP no Martino. That is the new MPP. And before we can believe in that party, it will take us another 24 to 30 years to believe in the new UP. We need to understand, in Kofowe, they have nothing for us. We cannot give them any space close to power. These people were given power. Bawumia was the head of the police council. They shot 8 people during elections. Pay. 8. They jubilated. They killed 8 people. Omokwaya also West Wagon. They entered people's home. They shot people, live bullets. They killed people. These are people who are still Brian Champon. Brian Champon led thugs. Ayawasu West Wagon. And he sat on radio to say, the way there is just the beginning. Yet see a commission which has almost the same power as a high court.
Trucks so that they don't overload and destroy our roads.
And President Mahama echo Western region or Kasan or say, ya kwano senior equine ye say Sibio yetumia kwaipa enche busuminsia infie ba kumienu miensa na ekwana say or say ade bia ha no na momo emom ade bia wehu a nenigi ho a eso neni ene de Burkina Faso for president Traoré oye now ni nyina ne say ose sebio edum pempenso bi a akora tumi ginyansa free penyini ho ena penyini so etumi esua de akora ye na odeka nyoma bi ho ema nyoma egina ye ɔse ɛnɛ ɔkɔ Burkina Faso a untumi enhyehyɛ articulator anase tracks ya omdi loading yoma eko Burkina Faso abra weight no edrum pempenso bi a sebio ebro de omo epene se e wo so wo mu krom Burkina Faso for edemre bi aba se ende se unloadu eye articulator anase track koko anadien na se ebro some weight bi a because omo pese omo bom omo kwan ho ban ti udru omo krom boda e wo se nyoma no ebro eye weight bi a ye yi ni nyina gu fom na ebedru weight na e wo se odi wura kuro no efri se cars na ekuta weight dodo no ese kwan emem sebio enane ekwan no ejina kwan so a ema ekwan no sebio enane eye kota na ye de aye no nti ene na ama ye nkwan bebre e wo Ghana no ana akwan bebre no asɛn ɔse ebe hia pa se yeso Ghana fo sebio yebeba samra no yedi bia ebeba Ghana yedi bebo ye kwan no ho ban ɔse nde ukɔ eye Burkina border Ghana fo a omulodu nyoma free eye de Ghana omutumi epie so e de nyoma ne taso ema car no bob ma omudru Burkina border because omnise Burkina de emra ne ye adwumanti omudru a no mo yi nyoma no se ne be ya omuka no ebetumi edru saa wait ni pepepe ansa no mo de wura kuro nim ɔse eye afia ebesimi wahye eye road minister say e was say sa emra no sebio ye hye bi wo Ghana na omo ne eye sebio driver for omo wo articulator tracks omo asebio omo cars eko eye long journey omo fa nyoma ediko Togo Burkina ene Niger ne ade no omo nyina ebetena se ene different stakeholders meeting na omo nyina ano akobankrom na omo beti ase se Ghana yedum pempenso bi a obia entumi emfa weight bia anaka bia wabo ape so emfa ye kwan so inti okache Rose minister say yen starting di hudwuma ebedum pempenso bi o Ghana ha no untumi enloadu car ma ne mbro so ema wonfa Ghana kwan so efri say e wo se ebo ekwan no ho ban inti ende no okache Ghana fo ono so edena koma pass na koma so pass say e wo se ekwan ye wo Ghana ye no e wo se ekwan ne che 20 years 30 years na de kodi enti ye kwan ne say nyina ne say eye cars dodo a efa nyoma enam ye kwan so no weight no ebro so inti sibia Burkina fo aye a ende Ghana fo du Burkina border na omo yi nyoma ne bi efri so na omo ka no mu ha amde akofo omo kwan so no samra no obehwe se ye behye bi wo Ghana se ne be ya nipa bi entumi empele nyoma omo ntumi empark nyoma embo omo ka ma na omo fan say yakwan a ewo Ghana inti John Dramani Mahama eko eye Western region no ono so ekirikiri bu kire Ghana fo so oko Western region a eho kwan no dodo no eho ena sebio Ghana nyoma eko Burkina Faso Ivory Coast ni nyina no sebio dodo no eche no ne edefa inti eho no uye akwan no dodo no pe na asɛn ni nyina ne se eye cars akese efa kwan so no load e wo mu no aye ne doso inti ose odemra ba se ne be ya yenso ye bebo ye kwan no ho ban se Ghana ni tumi twika ekodu Burkina border na so tumi hu se mama load no amba fom ye mami wurem a o se yeso yete ache se yete krom a o se edi mmra so in the John Dramani Mahama ende watulo numtuo akasa ama Ghana fo nyina ehu de ekọ ende ohwe senia oye adwumadie na fefefe a okotwa akwan mu ma ye de dwumadie hyehyɛ so a nyoma oye bi ewo eye Western region enie
That's right. And the also one for my ordinary music, Nelson Simon, Seganita Kale, Aribo. Oh, I want some more. You get there. That's right. And that's our woman. And that's our woman.
Eti eye the nation builder wakwa antics kakra Western region na antics na hu ye no eye o pretty eye machines a ye de ba bebu adwuma sa machines yi eye car yes we ye de kufu adotena so na nine ka form on say sa machine we no wo pretty a e wo so nine tumi ka form na utumi so eye machines nim na otim na utumi chenyi no na na de dan kufu ado etia including this man na nine ka form the nine ka form so aya na on sheda ni eye broni beka eye sa solidity I am making sa on sheda ne nine cent team form 19 from our own to me and change. But we also the consists ye. Odi ni kosima kwa yes abati akobo dan mu. Inti John Mahama ya antes kakrebi e Western region. Say see there we be and I say we you kuma poma kwemu a ema dwumade we e because we ni nsema ehia a Ghana and the president Sebio oye nation builder no dwumade a odi no ye cheche mumu ma Ghana fo nyina ehu de ekọ. Now I was saying nyina ti ase the special prosecutor na asem no aikoye ngonran. Now the kudienti make a Ghana for say the special prosecutor is a liar. And MT, special prosecutor and court office, Sameda Akon and court office, they went to meet at another place to discuss how they can put together some evidence to come and deceive Ghanaians. So the whole day I was monitoring them. The special prosecutor, Sameda Akon, Akurugu, none of them came to the office. Intende, you bet you for not coming to work. I was saying, making sure say you check his uncle for we. I see Eja Bing. Sameda Akon, One Akurugu. These three people did not show up in the office today. This morning, I made my guys go park right in front of OSP's office to monitor them coming into the office. None of them came to office. The Omo say, Oma kwa share a special prosecutor and next office now will be in Nyawota Maklu, the hospital in Chenhono, and deals, That is where they met today. That is where they went to put together the plan to come and deceive us. But don't worry. And I no pay. Sameda Akon on say Okasama a special prosecutor's office. Yenyina yenim say emrakra man ho kwan say I was tuaneka e special prosecutor's office no and they grantee interviews. Now interviews or grantee no Osama case ni kra e worse. In fact obekire say special prosecutor no in fact ombugana for omun shada eni eye de engineer so eye investigations omo so maye eye evidence any docket no they don't even have any docket. And oba eye TV3 and your friend was phone so and the agent adwene say Sebio the ekoso and the nyina be hu say the special prosecutor that is supposed to make sure say the docket no or the attorney general he should just sit back. The attorney general will prepare every single thing. The only thing I also was trying to say attorney general Beka and say I've been able to secure the green light, go to the United States, go work with the United States Security Agency and bring Oforiatta back home. That's all. And it's always checking the whole thing out. The also anka OSP and say, I was say on the docket in my attorney general. Or the docket in my attorney general, no an office, no train. Say attorney general here information be on who or back and say, oh, me here document way. Now it is the job of the attorney general to take over from there. Or no any America for any best attending in Kitahu. Send your document here, and yet Nyoma also transmit Komomo, Nyoma was send you or the Chiromo, evidence that Chesek for that. It is the job of the attorney general. Now say attorney general, so to me, satisfy the United States government and yet the security agency on your mudin koma. Then when it's given the green light, the Obekache OSP and say, Betuma kwaji the green light now. Take it and go to the US. The Americans are waiting. They will collaborate with you in the US for you to bring the criminal back home. But the OSP is making this whole thing so complicated. He is trying to play politics with it. Now, Mumianko Tie, the communications person of OSP office, or illegal. Salary awajinina a chrono salary because the OSP Act, it does not cover that guy's job. And here's something we will deal with. I have somebody writing a petitioner. The rights, the institutions to question the OSP. Sami Dako, the position, the OSP Act, does it cover his position? But let's go into this matter. Still on the OSP issue. Now, OSP versus Oforiatta. Now, Sameda Akon can send me and pay our TV3. Now, someone can say, we a news day, or saying the most important thing we need to focus on is how we will justify that Oforiatta is not persecuted, but being prosecuted and has nothing to do with politics. Asama Obi na no can say a person Oforiatta ba. I was say any Ghana for near prove America for say yen tata Oforiatta na sebio Oforiatta yedene ba emana begina emrano. Now at the end of the day, when you get the OSP's office telling us to say we Ghanaians, now the OSP is now trying to draw a distinction between us Ghanaians, their office, and the Americans. They are speaking as if said they are not working for us, the people. Now let's go listen to some of the statements he made today. Let's start with this one.
I don't think that there is any problem between the OSP and the Attorney General's office. except those who do not understand. The issue really is also not about a docket. The OSP, as you are aware, has been working tirelessly to bring Mr. Ofori-Atta back to Ghana. And it will not do anything that will frustrate all the months of the work that it has put together. When the OSP started this work, many people had very little faith that we could even put him on red notice. And if you take a look at the timelines and the things we have done, you will notice that we have done a very diligent work in ensuring that Mr. Ofori-Atta is brought back to Ghana. And the OSP is not going to allow this process to be politicized because Ghana has one shot to bring back Mr. Ofori-Atta. And if we allow it to be politicized, our chances diminishes. And I'll tell you why. Two major things. The OSP is supposed to give to the Attorney General documents that the Attorney General can use to process the extradition. Now, this document is what people are referring to as docket. The OSP has not refused to give those information to the Attorney General. In fact, just September, although that information was not leaked, the Attorney General had written to the OSP and asking for even an incomplete investigation report. And the OSP has assured that it is boarding up the rest of the information, and as soon as it's ready, it will transmit to the Attorney General. So really, there is no issue. Unless you do not know the documents that are required for extradition, let me quickly go through some of them. One of the important documents you need for extradition is the arrest warrant. The OSP has the arrest warrant. And if you remember, I know that the media has not been covering it. Since we got the arrest warrant against Mr. Ofori-Atta, he has sued the OSP about 7-8 times. And the OSP since June has been battling these lawsuits alone in court, just to ensure that the arrest warrants remain valid. The next thing you will need is an Interpol red notice. The OSP worked tirelessly and secured the Interpol red notice. And the red notice is alive as we speak. Even as I talk to you, Interpol International has written to us to justify why it should continue to remain on it. And that is routine. Almost every 6 months, you have to justify why a person should continue to be on red notice. And people don't know the meaning of red notice. It means that the OSP has effectively restricted the movement of Mr. Ofori-Atta. Hitherto, we have records that shows that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so, those who think nothing has been done, a lot has been done.
So, Sareda Akono Onye, and there, Akokane Brofo, Mami Jumunchre, APZ4. Yebusan said, na, Adentina Attorney General, Ebusa for docket. Because Mwangasan and Dramoka said there's something called legal, Messiah, get me that. There is a processor. So process no, a Attorney General Nkwana, a bit mini, the United States government, etumedi nkomo, ama yetumedi Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, we didn't quote that statement. Now, Anope Busan said, Adentina, Mon collaborated with the Attorney General. Now, Attorney General, entumi kofa Ken Ofori-Atta number. And I say, oh, adene die bibie ni wa kire se yempese ne Attorney General bedi nkomo anase ye ne beden ye beboa no emana kofa Ken Ofori-Atta ba ni nyina ne se ebia Ghana for dodo no monhyeda nsuade enko ekire ye oka no no ya adwene nhyeda endo enko ekire ye nya research ye nkenkan nti asam na nkasa ye ntia ase ono ene ne boss ne akurugu nko na tia ase o se bibia e friend docket ya te docket ofu bia so na oka docket na ye ne Ghana for no ye nte docket ase Ose docket ne kire se nyoma ubehia ansa na wetumi akofa den akofa eye den Ofori-Atta every America de na bagana ene ne fe ne docket no enti aka docket a eye file a nyoma ubehia steps a ubedi so ansa na Ken Ofori-Atta wetumi aboni chenku ede na efri abruchire ede na bagana se omegina emra no na wakasa no o see the OSP no e was say ode den or this docket no attorney general na docket no e was say you make sure say answer na OSP ni bema attorney general no na docket no nyoma e was say e fa so nyina na steps ni nyina no a cover answer no de ama no o say bibia e friend warrant o say so hwema OSP etime secure warrant e kire say Kenoforiata e was say de to Interpol red alert list so kire say Kenoforiata you be a or your wanted man or say no kura Kenoforiata sebio ende ye ka say enu beda Kenoforiata so no ama Kenoforiata kura ntumi ntu kwan se no OSP aye adwuma ma ebi nsida ni nyina ne say OSP kwaje saa eye Interpol alert list no Oforiata ko to Interpol list no so no ama Kenoforiata ntumi ntu kwan. First, no munim second of Rata to me free America ko Ghana, London, and from London to America. But because omo any Interpol ye jumanti, can Oforiata de Siciano oma restricting the movement. Meaning the OSP knew or had known second of Rata is in America, he has been going to UK and he's been coming to America. Inti we didn't know until OSP catch the say omo second of Rata from time almost started say omo tracking no. Ofri US echo London, Free London, eba US until say omunya Interpol arrest de tosono na Kenoforiata odi America ni UK akoniaba. Okay. Okay, so now see. Right now no omunimpa say Kenoforiata tete America or tete around the DMV area. Because the DMV Maryland, Virginia, and Washington DC area. Into omo intelligence say Kenoforiata tete Maryland, Virginia, and Washington DC area. Na ne kasa emu no omo say omo OSP no saa nyoma no say omo ntumi am prepare ni nyina fa ma attorney general entumi and start and take steps to make sure say America for no ama the green light manama OSP green light so uncle for Kenoforiata mra. But remember time na attorney general actual letter koma OSP no obusa OSP nyoma mi nsape o si OSP docket no sa steps no fa be kire me de bia wadru bia wo de bese me hu. And secondly for our investigators are almost investigating matter no so ka ho no mo meka ho na me ni and go through the steps, because I don't think say it is only the OSP who can basically go through the steps and know say way anyway, because OSP ni ka kire say attorney general nkwan na authority a obetumi aiden any America for akasa emomo agree say was say de Oforiata ba. Now if the attorney general does not know the process, the attorney general will not ask you for the docket. Now, so the docket is attorney general. Now, attorney general who's a docket now, they are bread no. In fact, docket no, BB eto siniwuma. The attorney general will reach out to you, and then the attorney general can say, bring the docket in its current form. The reason the attorney general edit it in its current form, she will say, onim say steps ni na won sankaye into with the fabra. Baby Eduno, Ebia ono Krampono, through his influence as the attorney general, no, you are trying to get a document. You are struggling. He can use his office to help you secure those documents quickly for him to present those documents to the United States. Into the attorney general say, bring the document in its current state. Why didn't you give it to the attorney general? The attorney general wasn't saying, say, hand over the investigation, no, no. Or say for investigators, steps now offering a docket, no, because at the end of the day, I am the person who is going to face the Americans. If you are going to be given the green light to go to America and extradite Kenoforiata, it is only through me. If I am not able to have an agreement with the United States government, the security agency, who OSP no, you cannot go to America and extradite the Kenoforiata. And it's the OSP catcher will say, bring the document, in quote, bring the steps that can enable us to bring Oforiata back home. Why have you refused to bring it? Now the argument in say, oh, and that's what my excuse in say, OSP say he's still investigating some matters in T. So Oriena or ye redia or the docket no and the in quote steps na ebet me be Kenoforiata abano. Attorney General. This does not make sense. Now, Omo Kasano, or Kasano CO, says the Siano, see a Pesia cover Kenoforiata bar. I was saying any Ghana for prove it America for say, Kenoforiata and a young fan embassy a betatano. Na Sebio Yadene Basse Obejina Edien, Obejina a ye court, Abegin Sembiano. It is not up to you, the OSP, to determine that. to explain to the Americans why we need Ken Ofori-Atta. It is the job of the Attorney General. You, as the OSP, your job is to give whatever you have found on Ofori-Atta. You have gone to court, you have secured a warrant, give it to the Attorney General. Because when the Attorney General is speaking to the Americans, he is going to show those documents to the Americans that this is the reason why you need to let Ken Ofori-Atta come to Ghana. The Attorney General is going to make his case. You are not the one going to make the case for the Attorney General. Wait until the Attorney General tries to make the case and flops before you can come in and say the Attorney General did not take his time. But at this point, hand over the documents to the Attorney General. He will go through with your investigators. He will go through with your office to make sure, say, all the boxes have been checked before he can make a move. Because Okachire say there is something called mutual, there's something called mutual legal assistance, and it is only the Attorney General who can have that discussion with the Americans before Ken Ofori-Atta will be allowed to come to Ghana. And I say you can have access to Ken Ofori-Atta. So why are you now trying to say you are the one going to show the Attorney General what to do? Now, Utie OSP in some kikana. When you read the letter na a free OSP ho, a call chief of staff wana, mami expose the OSP in show. Per the statement they are making now and the defense they are trying to put up. He said you are being on kanukre or you're one liar. Mami show there. One letter away. Let me read exactly what was in the letter. And time Kisieja being air letter Akoma Jubilee House no. The statement he made. I want to bounce Kisieja be on kanukre. Now you see this first letter or Choko Jubilee House no. Shade. Me read that show. Me read na show say asamna brand and can read the TV sundeno. Wabodam. We are not supposed to listen to them. Now when you read the first letter, which is the 2nd of June 2025, Kisieja being Echokoma the chief of staff. Tiewedi or say the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, requests for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which he may be located or found, and extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta, who served as finance minister, who served as the minister responsible for finance of the Republic of Ghana between 2017 and 2024. Now, this request is founded on the consideration that Mr. Ofori-Atta, who departed the jurisdiction early January 2025, has no intentions of voluntarily returning to the jurisdiction, and for which reason the OSP has declared him a wanted person and a fugitive from justice as the prime suspect in respect of suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses regarding the following. Contractual agreement. So who taking it for top? The reason why OSP actual letter who started for top the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Now the heading was request for the institution of extradition processes. Request letter now Chokoma chief of staff no or say or request say Omobeboa ma ode Ken Ofori-Atta den edinaba Ghana. Now, ocho letter den ocho letter or say the Office of the Special Prosecutor requests for the extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension. He is requesting for extradition processes. Who is he requesting that from? Who is going to grant the extradition processes? So it means when he was writing the letter to the chief of staff, he knew he did not have the capacity to extradite Ken Ofori-Atta. Now he was telling the chief of staff that I am the special prosecutor. I cannot hold as institution, as a person, go through, instruct Ken Ofori-Atta to come or instruct the Americans to bring Ken Ofori-Atta. And that I have an office, or I believe there is an office that can actually execute that process. It's for him to even say he is requesting for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which he may be located. So, OSP knew from the day he wrote the letter to the chief of staff to the Jubilee House to say he cannot start that process. It is only the Attorney General who can do this job. So it is not kind of OSP who is supposed to put the steps together. The OSP is supposed to hand over investigations to the Attorney General. The steps or the processes is supposed to be handled by the Attorney General. Now, the OSP now is trying to tell us to say, or no, and also or your steps now your investigations no handing my Attorney General. Attorney General is not asking for the processes. Attorney General is asking for the investigations. Is asking for what you have been able to get so far. After your investigations, the processes can be done by the Attorney General. So, from your own statement, sir, Adena Okache say mutual legal assistance, it is the job of the Attorney General to do it. So, the mutual legal assistance, the Attorney General will have to sit and say, okay, if I want to bring Ken Ofori-Atta, this is what I have to do. If I want to bring Ken Ofori-Atta, this is what I need. If I want to bring Ken Ofori-Atta, this is the institution I have to talk to. Now, I have to make sure I have the investigation proving that Ken Ofori-Atta has committed a crime. So you give the investigations to the Attorney General. Brief the Attorney General of the crimes of Ken Ofori-Atta. The processes to bring Ken Ofori-Atta is not your job. You see, there is a difference between the processes to bring him and the investigations. The Attorney General is lumping the process and the investigations. And then I already confuse Ghana for no. Because the Attorney General's job is simple. Do the investigations and hand over the investigations to the Attorney General. The Attorney General will find the processes to extradite Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, the Attorney General, the OSP is saying, I am doing the investigation and I'm doing the processes. No, it is not your job. It is not in your place to be doing the processes. Kisie Jabe is a liar. He has done no investigations. From his own letter, he was seeking to be granted. He was requesting for the processes to be instituted, meaning he knows he cannot do the processing. He knows the Attorney General is the only office that can start the processing. He can do the investigations. In fact, to secure a warrant is not any big deal in Ghana. It will be the job of the Attorney General to convince the United States government security agencies to secure a warrant in America to extradite Ken Ofori-Atta. That is not your job. That is the job of the Attorney General. It is the evidence the Attorney General will provide. It is the evidence and the case he will make to the US government, the security agencies, and be like, you know what? I have a solid case. This is not persecution. This is prosecution. I need this man to come in person and respond to some answers in our court. So you, the American government, I want the court to understand humbly, these are the reasons why I want the court in America, the jurisdiction where Ken Ofori-Atta is, to grant me a warrant of his arrest so that I can hand him over to Ghana. The moment he gets that green light, he tells you, the OSP, to go to America, sit with the agency, however you want to arrest him. By the time you get there, your warrant is ready. Your arrest warrant is ready. You do that and you bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home. So there's a distinction between investigating a matter and a process that is going to bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home. There are two different things here. Inti Kisie Jabe Chantro on Kanukre. Said right now he's talking more as his utterances are more political than being the special prosecutor of Ghana. When the special prosecutor is speaking, and I say their spokesperson is speaking, he speaks as if say they don't live in Ghana. They speak as if say they work in a different area country. They are working for we the people of Ghana. And in the first place, Ghanaians want Ken Ofori-Atta back home to answer questions. It is not persecution. You, the Attorney General, you, the special prosecutor, your job is to investigate. Getting a warrant in Ghana or talking to the Interpol to put Ken Ofori-Atta on the wanted list is nothing extraordinary. When you went to Interpol to tell them to put Ken Ofori-Atta on the wanted list, what did you show them? You showed them the evidence you have gathered and the reason why they have to put him on the wanted list. You cannot just walk to Interpol and say, put Ken Ofori-Atta on the wanted list. You need to prove it. You need to be able to prove to them that, in fact, this guy has committed a crime, that he needs to go back home and answer questions. So even you securing that warrant, it was the evidence you have gathered that helped you or aided you to get that warrant, to be able to put Ken Ofori-Atta on that list. So if the Attorney General is telling you that the same investigations you have done, give it to him so that he can use that investigation to start the processing or the process to bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home, you have no right to say you have not finished the investigations. Because I don't think the time you asked for the warrant or you went to seek for a warrant, you had completed your investigation before you get in the warrant to put him on the Interpol red list. Time Omaya didn't to a Interpol red list. I'm not sure Saturday will be investigations in but the investigation kakra wo ye na wo de kire Interpol no, they believed you and said yes, this guy is supposed to be on the list. Why are you not giving that investigations to the Attorney General? Because the Attorney General wasn't saying say give him a full investigation, or say give him whatever you have, the investigations you've conducted so far, what you have plus your investigators. What is the big deal here? Today they are on radio and still lying. Sameda Akurugu. Let me tell you, I didn't want to tell you this, but let me tell Kisie Jabin. Kisie Jabin has an office, Peduase, right? Around Peduase. Peduase Lodge. Between Peduase Lodge and getting into Eastern region, he has an office there. That is where they met today. Kisie Jabin. Between Peduase Lodge, and all the way to, I don't want to mention the specific place, but our new office, that is where they met. And all his deals, that is what he's doing. That is where he does it. I want him to know that I know more, and I am going to come hard on him. Attorney OSP, I know too much. I have you on video. I know too much about the things you've done. There's this building, Watodaibi, Peduase Lodge, between Peduase Lodge and Eastern Region. That house is there. That is where he meets all the people. Or say Wachiomo, they are under investigations. That's where he meets them. I'm not going to let you get away with murder. No, you will have to answer. You have not prepared any docket. You are lying. As I speak to you tonight, they are working on some flimsy They are working on some flimsy report. He's lying. He never had a docket. Now, if the OSP's office is telling us to say, if the OSP's office is telling us to say, Ken Oforiatta at the US, in fact, they even know where exactly he lives. Why are you not adding that to your report to give to the Attorney General? It means, OSP office, they have been talking to Ken Oforiatta. They even know where he lives in the DMV area. They know exactly his location. Now, they are hiding all these things from us to date. Now, Mamen Chow in someone I know can say, there are some processes, there are some things that they have to do, which is a year, and you may be a year, Mami really had been sure. Thank you, team. Can a special prosecutor on Kano Krek, Kisie Jabin is a bad man. Kisie Jabin is a liar. Mamen Chow idea. On sana okabi say yani yentinyo maybe I say diplomatic and the processes. Look at this. You see, when you read this is what it says. Legal and diplomatic processes used by the FBI. Now, mutual legal assistance treaties. This is what it says. Ghana and the US have agreement that allows law enforcement agencies to request and share evidence, conduct joint investigations, and support extradition. So the mutual legal assistance, that is what it means. It means to say, yani US abide our agreement. Yani US a minor our agreement to say ye pese ye kwachi obi every area US ba say wa bokro no Ghana. You say yani omo area agency, security agency no. I say yani omo area ever together. Na yani omo area share evidence. Na ye conducted joint investigations. Na at the end of the day, it will support the extradition of that suspect. It is a OSP per se, ejuma way easier. This is the job of the Attorney General, not the job of the OSP. Say OSP catch say they need to make sure they are in diplomatic processes. It is not the job of the OSP. This is the job of the Attorney General. The OSP is making it look like say Attorney General Jumano, Wajad and Jumano. It is not his job. There is no docket. He's lying. He has never conducted any investigation on Ken Oforiatta because he is the one shielding Ken Oforiatta. Now, Interpol coordination. The FBI often works through Interpol Ghana, issuing notices or coordinating arrests with local law enforcement. So the FBI, Yetikroma FBI for Ghana, and omone ye police and ye security agencies collaborate here omobechinko for free Ghana ediomokoye. It's the same thing. That is how it works. So the OSP wants us to think, say, a Jumani is so tedious and so complex, and that a Juma be bregunu so or say only the OSP was able to secure a warrant. That is nothing. Nobody is forcing the OSP to secure a warrant. Nobody is forcing the OSP to put Ken Ofori-Atta on the Interpol red list. The OSP needs to do investigations and give the dockets to Attorney General. Attorney General, it is his job to make sure he extradites Ken Ofori-Atta. So the processes are the job of processes, no, Attorney General Juma. The investigations, no, OSP Juma. Finito. But the OSP keeps lying every single day because against a Ghana for Jimmy. Now, when you go to, let me educate you on something. Ghanaian security collaboration. The FBI did not operate independently. All arrests were made in partnership with Ghana Police Service, the National Security Secretariat, and the IOCO, that is the Economic and Organized Crime Office. And this is referring to the recent arrest they made. FBI Bahano, they worked with all the security agencies to effect those arrests. It is the same. We have a treaty. We have an agreement with the American government. It is just the Attorney General just requesting, just providing the evidence through his office to tell them, say, you know what, I'm the Attorney General of Ghana. We have one person we want to bring to Ghana. He used to be a former Minister of Finance. Now, the reason why I want you people to help me extradite this guy is because I have evidence proving that he is a man who is wanted. He needs to come answer questions. He has defrauded the nations of billions. Now, these are the evidence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want you to see. Now, if you look through this evidence and you are satisfied, your courts in America can give me the warrant, or even not to give me the warrant. You guys can help me do the investigations, find this suspect, and deport or extradite this suspect to Ghana. That is how it works. Now, OSP say, on an diplomatic processes, no, on an jurisdiction justification, on an BBA, intieja BBA gunuso obwa. His job is simple. In the first place, why can't put a catcher they say on Ken Ofori-Atta to Interpol red list? So why a catcher? Your job is to investigate. Oh yeah, investigations we are now. Who find it out to say Ken Ofori-Atta is guilty? All that you do is go to the Attorney General and say, Attorney General, this guy, we have investigated him. He's guilty of all these crimes. Now try and collaborate with the American Security Agency. We know the jurisdiction he's in is in the American jurisdiction. We don't have the power to just go in and bring him. Based on this evidence, try and convince the American Security Agency. Let them believe that, or let them understand that these evidence are solid. Let our team and their team collaborate and investigate. After that, let us extradite this guy to Ghana. Finished. Why are we today sitting here? OSP is lecturing us and telling us to say, Jimmy, we don't understand English. We don't know what is happening. He's the only intelligent person, so we should all wait. He's lying. Ken Ofori-Atta has been in this business for long. Ken Ofori-Atta is not a new thief. Ken Ofori-Atta is not a modern day thief. Ken Ofori-Atta is an ancient thief. He has been doing this for years. Ken Ofori-Atta knew that Sika Obewia or Ghana no Yewia ebe chase no. Ken Ofori-Atta left Ghana at the right time. He knew what he was doing. Ode warrant never told us and Oma will be court say he's going to fight you. He has been doing this for years. Ken Ofori-Atta is a master in this. He has been defrauding this nation Ghana for years. He knows where he can go and hide that. It's difficult for you to extradite him. And it's not America no. Ken Ofori-Atta has investments in America. Ken Ofori-Atta has been doing this for years. He knows all the loopholes. So you, the Attorney General, you, the OSP, you should not make it look like you're Jimmy. The OSP needs to be sacked. Eh? I can tell you on authority that the OSP has no docket. He has no investigation report. Let me tell you, they are putting a report together. Ken Ofori-Atta, or a veteran. Ken Ofori-Atta, yes, Senate, or the time you see Kenya di Ghana. Ken Ofori-Atta, or your OG, Ope Kronfo when you Ken Ofori-Atta when you were Kronum. And then all started signing with you. So you, the young Attorney General, walking there full of yourself and thinking so you cannot lie to us about anything. Your job was simple: investigate and hand over dockets. That's all. The processes to bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home is not your job, because one guy letter come at Jubilee House, you made it clear, and we now understand. From your first statement, you made it clear. And I may pointed this out to you. Say the Office of the Special Prosecutor request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which he may be located or found. So you know, if you could do this yourself, you could have done it. But you know that you don't have the capacity to extradite Ken Ofori-Atta. It is only through the Attorney General's office, through the mutual legal assistance. That is the only way that the suspect can be extradited. That is the only way that Ken Ofori-Atta can be investigated and brought to Ghana. So why were you making us believe, you say, why are you people making it look like say Jimmy at Ghana? Attorney General is OSP is a liar. And I will never retract this statement. The man is a serious liar. He is the problem of Ghana. All the criminal cases also are investigated or bois. He is using it to do business. Kisi Ejabin is a liar. Let's not underestimate Kisi Ejabin. Oni Ken Ofori-Atta mu na ye adwuma onim de oye. Kisi Ejabin is a liar. The people who work with Kisi Ejabin, those two people, Akurugu and Same Dakon, these are three musketeers. They are making billions from the OSP office. So far, we have spent $50.5 million on these three people. Go to the OSP office and ask how much they are paid. This OSP has bulletproof cars. He has mansions all over the. See, I am coming to show you Papa Wesika how he has duped Ghanaians through that office. $50.5 million. Akwa we ajisika we on chekotre ema osaka kan kwasi asem kireye wasoma small boy sameda akobeke kan kwasi asem wo radio so OSP someone study OSP he's using the same tactics like Jane Mensa on say ende ejaton so no wakotete ena oma ni slave sameda akona on needing kwasi asem no sameda akwa is the one responding to everything. When a pet limelight reach OSP, when a pet sympathy will Ghana chain OSP. When a pair say or person you wouldn't say or your mobrowa HN OSP, this is the best time for him to prove to us say he is on top of the game. But because he knows he is not doing the job, because he knows there's nothing like an investigative report, because he knows he was lying to us from day one, he has now gone into hiding. This is a very important issue. We expect the OSP to be speaking. The same thing they could for Adamo, Emma Jane Mensa. When it came to the most important part, I was a Jimesa Casano, and Akwasi Abano, yes, on Quatin na bossman Jimmy Nembe. That is what they do. Say Basse or Becasa Beje fans. I don't know Becatre a second of Rata when your warrant. Say Fancoto Interpol, so I don't know Becatre. I don't know. Obey a press conference or no one in the Mubajes are fans because you say Jimmy or the Babe better the CV. Into when it comes to coming to take the fans, coming to take the samba. Eba se oba beje sikanoa na odi ne nimaba say a chine so abokro no pe no akotete o se sameda akombeye. You people will have to be investigated. First they have to sack you, investigate you people and prosecute you people. You people are liars. OSP asem we enyanjai kan ye be gina so until say e be pamon. And those people who were and Paul Ademochi ontumi ka OSP asem. Paul Ademochi, because the OSP sat with him and told him say krono awa bono so person jailing na uncle can asem so on pesi ebe jailing na onye di and Paul Ademochi cannot discuss OSP. That is the business OSP does. Paul Ademochi is guilty. He knows he needs to go to jail, but because OSP making sure say or per se or making money out of that office no or becho or say and so one can one tuma memaya jailu into Paul Ademochi. He's scared because the OSP has a lot on him. And Nitina, you see somebody like Paul Ademochi and Ontumika OSP asem. Obeka Kura or Brabra so Ontumiko deep. You know the reason? Because he's part of the people the OSP is using his office to protect. See ye OSP we free wa Paul Ademochi beko jail. Ken Ofori-Atta be dem. Chema Mustafa Hamid ni case no omo be dem sa ABAJ san Koforinya, but you see OSP no a strategy wa kantan so. He knows what he's doing. We should not underestimate the OSP or a dangerous guy. Me say, Mumbuza Paul Ademochi say, what's his opinion on the OSP case? On Kabibia. Or Kabia or Beko jail. Because that is the deal. On Henena, Omoko Pachoma Paul Ademochi, that is the deal they had. Stay away from OSP and live. Because you are already a criminal. Inti Paul Adumochiri asawa shene to. Inti seba OSP asam nankasa ultimi kebi. He will make a passing comment because ne life is chained to OSP. Inti Paul Adumochiri nyane na na mosa na omuntumi ka OSP asem nyina. It's because OSP akachiro me I have it on you. If you go do guy, I'll put you in jail. And there are so many people in Ghana, they can't speak about the OSP because we didn't negotiate threatening no more. If you mess up, you go to jail. OSP are some way the biggest case in Ghana today. I don't know what you be. He's scared. He's scared. When you go jail, Paul is a criminal. Paul is a criminal. We should not underestimate what the OSP is doing. Or a dangerous man. Let's not see it like, oh, OSP there, yebejano. Now, so if you read a document from a year, the authorities, the number of people who were extradited in 2025. Okay, my mentor said OSP is a liar. Let me show you something. You see this document? They say document. Let me enlarge it. Okay, the Ministry of the Interior to the magistrates of the District Court Accra. Who read the letter? Who read this as a UAR? 18th of March 2025. Only a womb. These are all the people who were extradited from Ghana. The FBI came, they went to court, they got a warrant, and they extradited all these people. The FBI, when they came to Ghana, they came with evidence. They came to prove to the court to say, we are not just coming to pick these people because we hate them. We are coming for these people because they have committed a crime. Until we read the document now, you can see clearly, OSP is lying. Now, you see, say, whereas a requisition has been made by the diplomatic representative of the United States of America through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration to me, the minister to whom the president has assigned functions under the Extradition Act 1960 for the arrest of Isaac Odro Boateng, Inusa Ahmed, Derek Van Yeboah, and Patrick Kwame Asare, all Ghanaians. And whereas the said Isaac Odro Boateng, Inusa Ahmed, Derek Van Yeboah, and Patrick Kwame Asare are suspected to be in Ghana. Now, therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Minister for the Interior by Section 7.1 of the Extradition Act 1960, Act 22, the following order is hereby made. Now, it is hereby signified that a requisition has been made to me as aforesaid, and you are hereby required in accordance with the provision of Section 7.1 of the Extradition Act 1960, Act 22, to issue a warrant for the apprehension at the said Kwame Isaac Odro Boateng, Inusa Ahmed, Derek Van Yeboah, and Patrick Kwame Asare. So you see, this is what the FBI came, and when they came to tell our country that, you know something, we have come with the evidence. We want to work with Yoku. We want to work with CID. We want to work with Ghana Police. We have enough evidence to prove that these people are in your jurisdiction. They are in Ghana. We are from America. We want you to give us the green light to pick them away. This is the same process that we can use to go bring Kenofuriata. Why is the OSP telling us to say we need to make sure he has put a process together? This was through the Ministry of the Interior, the Foreign Affairs Ministry. So why can't we do the same? And you, at OSP, you have told us the mutual legal assistance. It is there. The act is there. The way to go is there. So what is your job, OSP? Your job is to provide the evidence for the Attorney General to use in bringing this guy home. So let's not entertain nonsense in Ghana. The OSP is a liar. Mema Obia Njinindi. Say evidence, and I'll prove to you say it's a lie. Every single document this guy brings, I'll prove to you say that document was put together in less than 2 weeks. I'll prove to every Ghanaian. The ref is a Omo report, no, they are my people. Ni refi say omo odi omudi nkomo no they are my people. Ni refi say inkofo na offer from so omebeboa no na put a report together they are my people. Every single thing that he is doing, I know. The day he will release what he calls the investigations, I will release something and you people will be shocked. Kisie Jabe is a liar. He needs to be sacked. Sami Dakon is a liar. He needs to be sacked. Akurugu is another liar. These three musketeers, they have taken $50.5 million. They are just playing with us. Now, now, there's another question I want to ask the OSP. Now, from a Samedako interview granted in Deno, he told us to say the OSP knows about the whereabouts of Kenufuriata. Now, Mamimbo Namimbusa OSP one question. Or Chinamunina Mumbusano. OSP is a liar. Listen to the guy's interview again.
I don't think that there is any problem between the OSP. Quickly go through some of them. One of the important documents you need for extradition is the arrest warrant. The OSP has the arrest warrant. And if you remember, I know that the media has not been covering it. Since we got the arrest warrant against Mr. Furiata, he has sued the OSP about 7-8 times. And the OSP since June has been battling these lawsuits alone in court, just to ensure that the arrest warrant remain valid. The next thing you will need is an Interpol red notice. The USP worked tirelessly and secured the Interpol red notice. And the red notice is alive as we speak. Even as I talk to you, Interpol International has written to us to justify why you should continue to remain on it. And that is routine. Almost every 6 months, you have to justify why a person should continue to be on red notice. And people don't know the meaning of red notice. It means that the OSP has effectively restricted the movement of Mr. Furiata. Hitherto, we have records that shows that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so those who think nothing has been done, he restricted the movement of Mr. Furiata. Hitherto, we have records that shows that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so those who think nothing...
Now, pay attention. Also, Okasano, or say, they have information that Ken Ofuriata was crisscrossing between America and London. And they have information that Ken Ofuriata is in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Meaning, when it comes to jurisdiction and location, they know. Meaning, at least, they have an idea of where Ken Ofuriata is. And you need to pay attention to those things. Okasano, osi omunim, sana Ken Ofuriata of US, Eko London, Oko Enoba. And almost our information says Oba USA is within a DMV area. Meaning, when you're talking about jurisdiction, when you're talking about location, the OSP knows where Ken Ofuriata is. It is not like Ken Ofuriata is in America somewhere. He said they have been able to pin him to DMV. He's in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. Now, so we read the letter now, OSP Chokoma, Chief of Staff. The first letter now, OSP say, the Office of the Special Prosecutor requests for the extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which he may be located or found, and extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Ken Nanaya Ofuriata. In the letter that OSP wrote to the Chief of Staff, the OSP could have simply stated in that we know where his location is. But in the letter, he made the Chief of Staff understand that they, the OSP, that office, they do not know the whereabouts of Ken Ofuriata. They don't even have his current location. the jurisdiction that he's in, but he's writing to the chief of staff to tell him, say, they should help him find where Ken Ofori-Atta is. To remember, when he was writing this letter, he was basically telling the chief of staff, we don't even know where this guy is. When he wrote the letter, what he was trying to imply was that we don't know where Ken Ofori-Atta is. We don't even know his location, the jurisdiction he is in. So the chief of staff, they should help him start the process of extraditing Ken Ofori-Atta. And the same people are telling us today that they have known that Ken Ofori-Atta has been moving between US and the UK. And also, they have pinned him to DMV area in the Washington, Maryland, Virginia area. Meaning, time and ultra letter na koma chief of staff, no, the OSP knew the location of Ken Ofori-Atta. So you see, the OSP is a liar. Now, okay, this is what it says. The OSP is blowing himself up. Now, an extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta, who served as the minister responsible for finance of the Republic of blah, blah, blah. This request is founded on the consideration that Mr. Ofori-Atta, who departed the jurisdiction early January 2025, has no intentions of voluntarily returning to the jurisdiction. And for which reason the OSP has declared him a wanted person and a fugitive from justice as the prime suspect in respect of suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses regarding the following. Even in his second paragraph, he made it clear that Ken Ofori-Atta has left Ghana and that wherever he's heading to, Onumpo Onim, they don't know his destination or his location the moment Nana Ultra Lieutenant Chief of Staff. No, they didn't even know his whereabouts. They don't know whether he's living in India, in Japan, whether he's in Canada or he's in America or he's in... They didn't have an idea, jurisdiction, location. But the same person, the communications director of OSP, was telling us, say, they knew that Ken Ofori-Atta was moving between US and the UK and also in the DMV area in America. So why was he acting as if he didn't know the exact location of Ken Ofori-Atta? Kisia Jabeng is a criminal. May try and manage the report number. When he brings his report, I will show you something. You'll be shocked, the whole Ghana. And I know he thinks to say, Obia Nimsa Adiano. Me per se, or no edits an investigative report about the real job he has done. Now, the OSP Act, Diane Twaso, any other stories, is 644, 1044 in Ghana. There's so many things we have to talk about today. But we way quickly. Now, the OSP Act, reading show the OSP Act, let me enlarge it. Send it back to Kevin Taylor. One share document minimum call. Now, mandate of the office. This is the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017. Yet office no actor eboho binding. Mandate of the office, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution, the office is not subject to direction or control of a person or authority in the performance of its functions of the office. 2. Subject to Clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purposes of this Act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offenses. Acting in ye. The OSP is not independent. The OSP works under the Attorney General. It is the OSP because they are independent and they are an institution that works on its own. He's lying. The Attorney General can instruct the OSP to do something. When you read the Act, the mandate of the office, point 4, 1. Except as otherwise provided in the Constitution, the office is not subject to the direction or control of a person or an authority in the performance of the functions of the office. 2. Subject to Clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall the OSP office shall, for the purposes of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct. So act nature say the Attorney General can instruct him, it can authorize him to initiate an investigation, to conduct an investigation. The office of the special prosecutor should take instructions from the Attorney General's office. Even though it is independent, it is still working under the office of the Attorney General. The act states it clearly. So the special prosecutor is not like an independent and absolute independent that nobody can instruct them or talk to them about something. The act is clear. The reason why we reading Act Wayno is because I'll be showing you something very soon. And me pesa this Act Way 2 trim. Me won't say or prepare fake report to be. Or the side report to the bar, make sure what be. Anytime say Act Way for 2 trim. Obi say, why are you not directing some of the blame to the NDC administration? You are being biased. Why should I direct? The Attorney General asked for the information. Why is the OSP holding on to the information? Actually, wait, Jimmy. Actually, you don't understand what is happening. Without the investigations, the Attorney General cannot just go to America and tell them, I want to bring Oforiatta. Attorney General needs to make a case. Jimmy. The Attorney General needs to make a case. And the only way he can make a case is when the OSP had provided or OSP provides him with an investigation report. A factual with evidence. And then the bullet to bring to the US authorities to say, based on these investigations, based on these facts, we want to bring Ken Oforiatta home. Help us investigate and bring him. So how do you blame the administration? When the OSP is supposed to give the Attorney General, if the OSP hands over an investigation solid, and any fake investigation, an investigation that is solid, not the Attorney General now, then we can stay on the Attorney General because he was appointed by the President and tell the Attorney General that, per what you have been given, is it enough for you to go to the US security authorities or security agencies to request for the extradition of Ken Oforiatta? Mo MPP for mo bi mo Jimmy enitina obi te say Kennedy Bawumia Bane Champon and Kwasiafo wetumi dada mo no mo adwene ade say asantefo kraman yama mo dompe amompe de bia mo chewing gum. That is why majority of you people are stupid. MPP for mo Jimmy, this is not about NDC MPP. This is about rules and regulations, people adhering to strict regulations. Your job is this and someone's job is that. Do your job and let us know that you are credible. Do investigations, hand it over. That's all. And I bet say, oh, Adentina, blame the government of the day. The government of the day is the Attorney General waiting for the investigation report. More MPP, now, let's move forward. There's this story here I want us to talk about exactly 6:50 in Ghana, no, about 10:50. And the institution in term, we have been on air for 1 hour, 21 minutes. Very, very tough. Now, I mentioned another story we want to talk about. No, I think social media story. This is one story that I believe say a very, very important, and it's got to do with gold in Ghana. It's got to do with and how gold prices are costly. Now, there is something we all need to understand, and sometimes because of being too excited, there is a reason here gold for oil no, but we de buy no, and the eka ebeto Ghana for over $1.8 million. Or let me see, gold for oil boy eka saying we are talking about over 1.8 billion Ghana cedis, close to all the 317 account, almost 1.3 billion. All those monies we lost it under gold for oil. There's a reason now, and the news are and say gold price hit new record high 4,222, and the gold bakwa it is worth $4,222,000. Now, right now, you are excited as a nation, and this is a very important conversation we need to have. Now, o check gold prices are. Who say, and the gold price is a costro, and the Ghana dollar no above from abedu 10, and the majority of Ghana for are excited right now. The amount of gold we are producing as a nation is going up because we have put measures in place through gold board policies. Right now we are able to guide, we are able to make sure gold that you turn Ghana have legally, they are basically bought by the government. Now, so who gold prices say akosura? From my experience as somebody who deals in forex and somebody who knows a little bit about how gold works, my little knowledge and little wisdom tells me to say, we as a nation, we need to be careful about gold price here could say. We all know, say, right now, our economy, a gold in the economy, we all know. In fact, so your gross, your current gold reserve, and your gross international reserves now. So we are gold. Handle about 45% of Ghana yesika yeteso yedi Ghana hujuma. So it is a big deal. In this end, gold price akosra. Ghana as a nation, we are excited because now gold price akosra to gold. But we also have to be very careful. And this is an advice I want to give to this government. This is a genuine advice. And the I went into a meeting with my team and I told my team, say, if Ghana doesn't take care, we are sitting on a time bomber. You're very careful. Gold prices na air costro. Sebio, majority of your sika, your reserve, you can see a reserve. Sika, your wadawa, a physical gold, about 45% of Ghana sika. We have to be very careful because gold, a commodity bia, obeda na adiachino, the price can drop from $4,000 to $1,000. Now, the danger in what is happening now, people like us, we are scared and they say, yeah, economy, right now, we are producing a lot of gold. And when you go to the Bank of Ghana, there is a lot of gold sitting, we are reserving. Now, right now, you say, because the gold prices are going up, our gold is worth a lot of money. Now, you need to understand and say, send check the way a gold price is a cost. Now we call back into history. Now we check it the way a gold prices it me fluctuate. The way a gold prices overnight it me sisa. The way the dollar reacts to the shocks around the world. And I say dollar, the way it reacts when it's under pressure, that is the same way gold also reacts. So into what check here, I'll show you a chart about 10 years back. Osha dollar kofoma na gold kosro. Because the two move together. Say gold kosra na dollar bafom. Say dollar bafoma na gold kosro. The two work together because say amount for dollar eba foma, people don't have enough money to purchase gold. Now say gold bafoma, people at the end of the day, because dollar goes up, people have enough dollars to purchase gold. Into Usha gold and dollar, they move hand in hand. Right now, as a nation, your sika about 45% of your sika a good Bank of Ghana a physical gold. Now, when we have physical gold like this sitting at the Bank of Ghana, and we are not the people who determine the fate of gold, and I say how gold will maintain its value in 24 hours, then it means that we need to be very careful as a nation, banging all our hopes on gold reserves. Now, when you go back into history a little bit, I'm talking about a Bank of Ghana. The reason why it's here, Bawumia did gold for oil buyer, your Bokano was that Mahamudu Bawumia were lifting the gold and then going to exchange gold for oil. Now, so we lift gold in the anopa, na gold an ounce, 4,000. Now the number persona who could do Dubai, now the physical gold kwakwaje oil. Now bedru na gold price is not at about 2,000 an ounce. It means so we lifted $20 million worth of gold. Udi bedru Dubai that gold and $20 million it has dropped to $10 million. And that is the danger when an economy rests on physical gold reserve. I am not saying, say, we as a nation, we should not have gold in our reserves. We need gold. Gold is a commodity that never goes out of fashion. Or gold is a commodity that every nation needs as a backup. But when the nation prioritizes gold over everything and makes gold the main backbone of its financial status, then it means that country is walking on a very slim line. Now, what we have noticed in NSA, so when you go back into history, about 10 years, let me show you something. And this is a gentle advice I want to give to the Bank of Ghana. I want to give to the finance minister. This is something we need to concentrate and speak on. And we are going to have this conversation for about a week until the authorities hear, because we are doing well now. Though gold is up now, but gold cannot be trusted. And the amount of gold we have in physical gold, the Bank of Ghana, no, that gold overnight, say 100 billion, it could turn into 2 billion. And let me explain to you why we as a nation, respectfully, we need to have this conversation. Because our international your gross international reserves, about 45% of your gold, a physical gold, you are walking on a very slippery slope, dangerous. Now, you see, when you check the trajectory, when it comes to gold and a dollar, so check it. This is gold price and US dollar correlation and 10-year chart, and I'm going to no. Now, so check it, the 10-year chart, gold and the dollar correlation, the way they work hand in hand, you will see, say, anytime gold is high, it gets to a point, it is going to drop. Dollar will take over. Now, we have seen gold rise over a period now. And the gold is around 4.2. That is 4,200 and something. Now, gold will go to a point where it will peak. It cannot go again. Now, that moment now, it will peak, you need to understand that the dollar will be gaining its strength. Now, when the dollar gains its strength, automatically gold will drop. Now, gold have been through 4.2 there about now. Gold is still peaking. At a point, it needs to drop because the correlation between gold and dollar, that is how they are able to manage world economies. And remember, so we check a chart where blue one and a dollar, and you can see the gold as gold, and you see the way they move. Oh, say every time now the dollar is peaking, the gold is also going peaking down. And I'm saying the gold, you could see say the gold price starts to drop. Now, the more the dollar goes up, the more the gold goes down a little bit. Now, at a point, you could see say the dollar peaked and a gold and a peaky past the dollar. No? So, as we speak today, the gold value, it is doing better than what we call than against the dollar. Now, the probability, and this is not a probability that is half probability, 100% probability say gold, where it has gotten to, in a week or two or maximum a month, gold will drop. There are so many things that brings, and I say, decides or determines the price of gold. Send there, yada, na say adye channel pa, you're reporting with CNN, Fox News, whatever, MSNBC. Near said Donald Trump is sicker. With all due respect, he's not feeling well. The price of gold will drop. When the president of America decides to make a statement, maybe people think, say, it did not go well with some business people around the world, the price of gold will drop. So why do you keep physical gold, so much of physical gold in your reserve? Abra, when it comes to dollar, the cash dollar, you can use the dollar in different ways. You cannot use gold. And let me tell you, it is good you have gold, but it is also good that you have enough dollar cash against the gold. When you fall back, said cash, you can fall back on the gold as a backup. Now, when you look at this chart, you can see clearly say gold will go and get to a point whereby it will drop. And this is the situation whereby I can tell you an authority, the amount of gold we have as a nation now in our reserve is close to 46% of our gross international reserves. Very dangerous. Now, what we believe, and from our checks, what I believe should be done is simple. Now, when you go back a little bit, we have enough gold in our reserves. Now, say enough gold. We have, I think, in 2024, time about Omiamo Efrisuno, the last quarter of 2024. Now gold now you're near about 27 tons of gold. Bank of Ghana. That was the gold and a Bank of Ghana. The reason why I got for oil near Bokano was that we were lifting physical gold and going on the market to exchange for oil. In the process of even taking that gold, physical gold to go take oil, no, in that process, that period, the gold can drop. In time gold 20 billion, Undu Dubai, no, now cut 6 billion. So it is not wise for you to be lifting physical gold and exchanging it for products like oil. And it's now gold for oil, no, we made a lot of losses because they did not have the intelligence to understand. Say, gold is a commodity that basically fluctuates and its price is determined by every second. Now, our little advice, especially the buying way, and the Bank of Ghana is simple. Now, so I'll step back. The last quarter of 2024, Ekufu Adamo Ebefra Baimuno. Now, gold at your Bank of Ghana, now 27 tons. That is so your gross international, your gross international reserves are gold, physical gold are not a Bank of Ghana, no, na about 33% of our gross international reserve. Meaning, ye sika ankasa no, sika ema ye running a crow way to say Ghana no, na gold physically or na 33% out of the 100. Meaning, time about omiamu free power no, near about 27 tons of gold sitting physical gold at the Bank of Ghana. That is enough gold. That is a lot of gold. That is gold that you can run a country with. Now, interestingly, about 2025, no, our gold reserve are now about 27%, which is 33% of our gross international reserve. No, it has now moved from 2025 first quarter to October 15th. No, it has moved from 27% to 45%. In tons, no, now we have 35 tons of gold. So since the introduction of gold board, since the introduction of rules, regulations, making sure the smuggling and the illegal gold, we're stopping all these things. Our gold reserves, physical gold, are now 27 tons. And now represent 33% of our gross international reserve. Right now, it has moved to what we call 35 tons. So 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, almost 8. We have been able to increase the amount of gold a good Bank of Ghana. Right now, our gross international reserve, we are around 45%. Meaning, yesika gold, yesika gold, are a representative 45% physical gold. Now, so we physical gold, we seek a physical gold, 45% of reserve, are dangerous. The advice we want to advise the governor, we want to advise the Ghana government. It's simple. At this point, we should at make sure, say, sa baby about to gold 27 tons, na 33% of our gross international reserve. No, we believe from our checks, we believe, say, we are supposed to cap the amount of gold we have at the Bank of Ghana. Yamfa tabono entusu a could point where I say, okay, you do 27% of gold, which is 33% of our gross international reserve. No, let us cap it. Yemanin siwa. Any gold be a benya after 27%, which is from 2024 to now, we need to change it into dollar. Into 27 tons near betu, what we believe will help Ghana Nibia or Sheben and say $1 no overnight, you bounce $1 now cost 17 and it's 16. What the government should do now, and it is very important to me. Because when we looked at the trajectory, now we study the world market, what we believe in is say, if the government of the day or through if they're able to cap the amount of gold we have in our reserve, because when you have physical gold, 27 tons, now say, sa gold no egu or reserve, say adiabechi, now say gold price every 4,000 abedu 1,000. That 27 tons, say a representative $40 billion. Remember, it will now represent $4 billion. But if you are able to make sure, so what capi gold, 27 tons, even when the gold value drops, now say the world reserve price not drop here. The physical one, which is money, because the Akano, when you convert it into forex, which is physical dollar, that will not affect the dollar. It means you will still have enough reserve to run your nation. Until let me make it simple for you. Sanka 2024, NDC for about 27 tons of gold, which is enough, 33%, no, and anka cap now. What would have happened? And I say, and there, anka gold be a what the NDC government or the Bank of Ghana is supposed to do, and they say, every gold that comes in, they need to change it into dollar and keep it in the Bank of Ghana. And this idea about China, now see gold price, you know, it has dropped from $4,200 to $1,000. At that point, sad dollars now, gold is into dollars in your home because it still stays where it's, the value is still the same. What we will lose is that we will lose the value of the gold. And the issue is the gold is not a commodity we are selling today because we have dollars. So what we can do is say, we will still keep the gold. We are not going to sell when the price drops. We will still keep our 27 tons. What we are going to do is we are going to work with the gold we have changed into dollar. So the Bank of Ghana can now fall on the dollar. The gold that they have sold and changed into dollar, no? And then the 27 tons now you copy gold. We should be able to put a law together. You do 27 tons and not 28, 29 tons. We should not add any more gold. What we have to do is any gold we get after 27 or 28 tons, no, we have to change it into dollar. Because we cannot trust this. If Ochanopa say dollar no change, na say gold no drop about 3,000, 2,000. It means say gold na 45% of our international gross reserve. AC Bank of Ghana no price ni mwache too. That means we have devalued the gold and it is going to affect our forex. It is going to affect the dollar rate. Meaning we don't have enough dollar to do business. And other internet the same mina you say dollar na cost no. Why don't we cap the gold? Let us cap the gold. Let us say it is enough. If you have 28% tons, 28 tons of gold sitting at the Bank of Ghana, it's enough. Now, from January till now, I was here a ton. You're done in the money, you're done in the dollar, you're keeping a Bank of Ghana. Adiabachi, not Donald Trump, sorry, now Oka BB, and now Arabians, BB, and then Tokesi or Middle East. Now, say, because gold price are drop here, we don't care because we have enough gold. We have 28 or 27 tons. We don't want to sell because we have gold we have sold that my physical dollar is still. And that is how we are supposed to run because they take it decision way quick. That's a gold way, the price in drop here. What is going to happen? And they say the Bank of Ghana will have to absorb a canon. And remember, problem say right now no to gold Emma Bank of Ghana, which is a gold board, no. The prices they are buying the gold in the market, no. Also try to say in the market, no, gold board eto gold no $2. And I said $20. Now say international market, no. International market, no, so eto sa gold, no, I think say $18. Remember, the moment say you turn $20 our market so our Ghana. They say aggregators in your gold no, at $20. Example. Now say international market. Now say and the gold no, you say you turn no, you bet matter omotono 22 and I say omotono 18. Meaning sa gold na Bank of Ghana to toy no, automatically gold be obeton be about $2. And that is dangerous. So imagine say gold we go over be 35 tons. Na adia bechi na ye de sika be 100 billion a ton in our market na begu Bank of Ghana. Na adia bechi na ye kwa koton na sa price a ye ton on market no it is cheaper than the price we bought. And also adia bechi na price no so asa drop it half. It means say 10 billion the toss I go to market we will end up having only 2 billion. Now who is going to incur the loss? What is going to happen is say the dollar is going to rise. The dollar is going to move from 10 to 17, 18. And because all that they did was that they relied on gold. And the stupidity of them is say they could not change some of the gold into cash. They were relying on just the gold, physical gold. They'll put it in a ship and say, take it to Dubai and go and buy oil. When you get to Dubai and the price of gold has dropped, it means you have already made losses before buying the oil. But right now we have enough gold. We have about 35 tons of gold sitting. And all this gold, in 24 hours, the price can drop. So my advice and my little advice to the Bank of Ghana, please, we should cap the gold. Sa gold near about 27 tons is enough gold. You can even just cap it at 30. Just cap it 28, 20, cap it there. and say, yeah, the gold do 29 tons. I for gold in CBM. You better town the baby. Mama yen town the baby and then a dollar the Fingu Bank of Ghana. Because what happens in they say gold to for business. And now when I say you cannot do to for gold, and you see gold as bonds. You can't use gold as bonds. But you see, when you have dollar, it's liquid. Dollar can do every job. A juma dollar betuma yeno. The gold cannot do it. In fact, you need dollar to buy gold. And see, if you put all your hopes on gold, that's a gold price drop here, your economy will shut down. Until let us be smart. We are producing enough gold. Let us cap the gold. Let us cap the gold. 27 tons, 28 tons, cap it. Let us sit at the Bank of Ghana. Whether gold price goes up or goes down, do not touch it. All that you need to do is go there, from January till now. No, sell that gold now. Sell that gold and make it money. Make it dollar and keep it in the Bank of Ghana. That is the only way. We all need to speak on this because Yansheye, that's our dollar way baby do 4.2. Adebetchi. And any shock happens, that gold will drop it to maybe 2,000. That we are done as a nation. Let us all understand this simple thing, because we have been there before. In 2024, now gold and our Bank of Ghana, it was worth 3 billion. Today, as we speak, gold at our Bank of Ghana is about 5.7 billion. That is too much. That is too much. 2024 say gold worth $3 billion. Let us keep it there. The Abeka 2.7 billion. We need to change that into physical dollar and keep it at the Bank of Ghana. And I am respectfully telling the governor, I am telling the people who are in charge, sign your way here. And I'm never going to stop talking about this because you see, Ochina Mekan Wasem, Monday Mekan Wasem, I will remind Ghanaians. I'm abandoning who say the people want you people to take the right decision because we live here. Me, I'm in Forex. I've been dealing in these things. I know dollar number could do point to be to peak and could be and the only thing it has to do is to drop. Every single drop our dollar, it's a negative or a debt to Ghana people or the government of Ghana. A car when you go back now, check a car at the same boy when they were in office. It was because of the gold that they were basically selling directly. Because at the end of the day, they hopes in go gold no so. Time gold in the physical. Net transaction will not gold price the crowd drop it. So every time there's a deficit, it goes against the Bank of Ghana. So what happens? They say, so I could check it. Add this more. More time. A car Bank of Ghana boy. The majority of them, it was because they were dealing directly in only gold. They were not changing some of the gold into dollars. And if we are not careful and change our ways as a nation, and I know these people, this group of people, they are knowledgeable than me. We told you so. Economics, we are seeing now, but I'm speaking basic. Moment copy gold, respectfully, Mr. President, the Finance Minister, the Governor of Bank of Ghana, many economists, but I know the streets. Ghana for mutiema, omo anantiache, omunim di Americano. Let us cap our gold. 27%. 27 tons, 28 tons a year. Keep it as physical gold. Gold that you're starting here since the inception of gold board in there. Let us change all that gold into dollar and keep it at the Bank of Ghana. So gold price, echo form, enough dollar, we wouldn't care. The gold will sit there, there will be any problem. So gold price, Esa could do 8,000. Our gold there will be valuable. We can take some and sell and make dollar. Because day to day, we deal in dollars. It is very important. Gold, we hear dollar. Gold. We hear dollar. And now we have to gold. So let us at least, and this thing really worries me. It's something I'm a person we need to, because so the Bank of Ghana and the government of the day and the finance minister, someone say, anxious idea way, now gold will drop here. We are done. The dollar is going to shoot up. I'll come back and discuss this matter again. All right. Now, and the Ayatin say, after your marking Akasa, team, stay with me. Team, you want me to show something? It's okay. Do you still want me to show this? Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. We are going to speak on this again. And then we can speak on this particular table. All right, team. Now, and afenyo marking akasa Tokonu ne first son. And Tokonu's first son is saying, minority reject removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. The process lacked transparency. To date, no one has seen the said document that established the prima facie against her. Minority, afenyo marking, and on your opportunity to speak. Or the constituents are 500,000 Ghana. And you know, as usual, MPP for Nkwa say, Tokonu, Bonnie Okodi ya pamono as the Chief Justice, no. Omu say, Anko ye, encha ye, and that Omu fili say, Sebio, Equina ya de Tokonu fast, no, establish evidence against no, the constitution, so, Amaya Pamo Tokonu, no, Omu MPP for Montiasia, Intianya Deng. So, what should we do? Into munya power mube yi obiedi. At the end of the day, if you don't understand the process, go to court. Tokonu is not coming back. Afenyo Markin became so powerful and so disrespectful. The first time in the history of Ghana, a member of parliament felt to say our power chain speaker of parliament was because Afenyo Markin was licking the butt of Tokonu. Now Afenyo Markin or Tafri Tokonu too. At the point, Afenyo Markin did not even respect the judiciary, the legislature, which was independent. At a point, it's not Ghana. You to be can't assemble our parliament. Now, after you're marking an opportunity to say, make sure say you call my case. Now there were so many cases sitting at the Supreme Court. Now, we were after children two. No afraid case with dear after you're marking. At a point, after you're marking because of Tokonu, the NPP majority in parliament never respected our constitution. And all these things went on. And today, say, Yatina Sidia Usamami we, Jumadia Odiano, Sebio Obo Chrono, Katasha, any Yomabia Wendy so, and I was say a train to Akunya. The people who were enabling a yedia Mami we no. You see, the NPP at a point after Omu Eyi Tokonu say Omeye Chief Justice no, they felt to say Tokonu was young, and that Tokonu was one of them. And that they were going to use Tokonu to suppress Ghana. It was when Tokonu came into the picture, and Omokachere say Ghana card crown for Zuniso. Omokachere say Ukuta passport to cry a useless document. These people told us nobody is a citizen of Ghana except Samere, who is a foreigner. That is what they used Tokonu to do. The Tokonu buyer ever turning the constitution upside down. They did not respect anybody in Ghana. In fact, during a time and no more power, not Tokonu, a Chief Justice, the only thing they will tell you is go to their mother, because they are licking their mother's ass. And that when you go there, their mom will tell you that my children, the MPP children, you cannot do what they do for me. And at a point, we all felt to say, and then Oman ye bunisa, Adentina nipebi ahajake Omano, Afenyo Markin to me PF Parliament. Or disrespected speaker, no the Mikaba Supreme Court in less than 10 hours. Na mami we have free case So at a point, you will say a chrono. There are some people na ya dibibia momo omuna omo rani chrono. There were first class citizens and second class citizens. If the minority in parliament, if they feel say the constitution edin juma, they don't understand that. They can equally go to court because they tell us that they are good lawyers in MPP. KTM Jimmy no a lawyer. After you marking one Kasankasa, we a lawyer. There are so many quack lawyers in the MPP. You people can put a document together and go challenge the decision in the court. Why are you standing in parliament and making noise? Who cares about Tokonu? Tokonu herself knows to say, Wendim Raso, Ebesinne. Why now Ghana wait much emraba kwa constitution ni buswa emere pam Tokonu, because Ghana constitution the pam Tokonu enya wo enya me a constitution na yedi tumi ahyem no ene ne pam osono maame. Until you people prove to us say constitution is a mistake, say constitution is nimra bi so, say constitution is biased, then But if you're not able to prove that, to tell us, say, oh, until the from the day you establish a case, that day you are not making any case. Go to court and force the court to give you the facts. Never bet say. Say unimumrano, na say unim nyansa chen nyina. On say efutu pididi no, ono we Jimmy kakra. A youthful exuberance. Onyini nchemesa o. But on say adwini ba ne tim. Afenyoma kintim no, odwini say Ghana fo nyina adwini so e te say winiba fo. MPP fo mo winiba no, afenyoma kin hu mo say Ghana fo nyina adwini so te say omo. Enti ana or ne Ghana for kasa, I know just on this sebio MPP apetition for more winning banana kasa. No, the majority of people are more MPP. A year after your market constituency or me MPP for my junior form. Do do any apetition for sa MPP for good sa area hodon or your MP no. I know Nigerian say because do do no apetition or me MPP for my junior form. I know Nigerian say I junior form. And this guy comes to parliament and then he starts to talk about nonsense here. Assembly of Count Parliament in it. Listen to this. Look at this. We believe that in 2028, the minority will be the majority. Such a childish talk. Efutu PDD, the pedophile protector. He talks so childishly because you see, party na onyo monamno, onimsa party no duduone Jimmy. So in their head, you know, when they say these things to their followers, it makes them feel say they win power. Now, you can't just stand in parliament and tell Ghana for say, oh, in 2028, the minority will be majority. And then the party, somewhere a serious party, Omeka say, you are stupid. This is the time for us to reflect on the things we did. This is the time for us to prove to Ghanaians that we basically run this nation down and that we can do better by making sure, say, we learn from our mistakes for the next 28, 30, 42 years. This is the time you need to make people understand and say, now the arrogance and the self-belief, because Masawudu we Jimmy ontumin drunken kind. Mustafa Salam we Jimmy Hananabi. These people see the party foot soldiers, they don't respect them. You just come to parliament and say, oh, in 2028, the minority will be majority. After no marking, they handed a party Nanipa 176, so one day and then you could tell. After no marking, you led all these people and aka 87. Now, say MPP as a political party, so many munyansa. Say party no many munyansa no munjimiya. Even NDC no more opposition, and no more 136 or so they were able to still reshuffle their leadership because and yes, no leadership in you. They needed some new faces to bring some new energy, to show a new direction for the people to see, say, now we have pumped some new gas into our leadership. And it's that the MPP, even NDC, even change their leadership at a point. Because it is not say, Haruna Idrisi is bad, Muntakamu they are bad. The party wanted to let the people following them and also Ghanaians understand, say, this is a party that is showing a new face, that is showing a new gas, that is showing a new form of ideology, vision. So we are trying to change the face for people to understand that it's a party of diverse people, diverse ideas. When even the leadership changes, the party will still be consistent. And these things in communication and in politics, it really helps and it goes down. Because so hand the party at the Akwawe Parliament with this number of people. Now you're Kotuaba, that's a number that drop about 87. Now, as a political party is still rallying behind this guy, then the party is made up of fools. In the chair, after your market numbers, about 30, and some of them. So what is the standards? And then I'm measure Akwawe performance. And then MPP for mode measure a foot to PDD the performance. Then I'm measure the performance, and it means to say if you people don't have a problem with this guy bringing the numbers from where it was to 87, then you will still not have a problem when this guy takes the numbers to 50. That is the message you people are sending out there. That is what you people are telling Ghanaians. And Ghana will not take you serious again. If this guy is still leading people in parliament, what else is he going to add? Then or the Bible come home, he's just going to scream. Or better turn home, or be insinuate, or because where madam for where they be careful, they will not give you appointment. You they will know you. The party, sir, Obe Jimmy was have 4 years. Now number 87, now about 54. That is what he's going to do. He is going to try and showcase himself. He is going to try and you see, this guy, his problem is that The moment he's given the opportunity to speak in parliament, he's not thinking about his party. He's thinking about how good he will look to himself. And his own steady, he's full of himself. Anytime he's given the opportunity to speak in parliament, it's like, let me prove to MPP for Jimmy Fonse, me a lawyer, now me are qualified to be in this position. But he is not proving to them, say, I can use my intelligence to bring this party back to power. And it's every time so steady here power. When he's given the opportunity to speak in parliament, it is not about his party. It is about making the other person in front of him look less than him. Inferiority complex. People who think so much school are that's how they feel. Every day, he looks at the other side. He sees a lot of people who are better than him. A lot of people who basically in politics have conducted themselves better than him, who are proactive, who are progressive. A lot of people on the other side who he is trying to be like. This guy wants to be like Ato Forsen. He wants to be like Ayaraga. He wants to be like the people in front of him. Haruna Idrisu. He still sees himself on that level. No? So his competition is his opponent sitting in front of him. His competition is not to make sure Ghanaians understand the people he's leading as a minority in parliament to bring the MPP to power. It is about himself. It is about what he's wearing, how he's speaking, who he's bantering. It is not about projecting the NPP as a political party, making Ghanaians understand. So when you move to me, he is not thinking about that. It is the deep inferiority complex that is suppressing this guy. And you see, that is why sometimes you see him, all his banters are, I need to pick on this guy. I need to prove to this guy, where do you would you opposition? I will he is not there. He is there to feel himself, to let people into an inferiority complex. He has done everything in his political career. The NPP still seems so young. He has done everything in his political career. The MPP themselves, they have not still given him that room, that thing he deserves. The way he's feeling, that is the same thing Akufo-Addo felt for 33 years he wanted to be president. Until also he's spending more on how he wants to look. He's talking about his shoes. He's talking about his looks. He's talking about who is not going to get position. He's trying to make sure, say, the people he wants to be like. This guy wants to be like Ato Forsen. This guy wants to be like Haruna. This guy wants to be like Ayaraga. This guy, he wants to be something. But the people he's leading, the people still don't recognize him as somebody, because MPP4, they still see Oseche Mensah Bonsu far, far intelligent than this guy. And this guy is trying to match up to that level. He's trying everything possible to be known. By force, address me as Osahin, address me as this. This is the MPP. So you can see inferiority complex has suppressed his inner intelligence. So I will share the deep power. That is what you will see. Yeah, it's all about himself. Because he did not get the opportunity to lead. He did not get the opportunity to feel, say, he is in charge. You can see a man who is clamoring, who is trying everything possible to be recognized by his fellow men. If this guy was supposed to be in Yugoslavia and go gay, because he does not know where he belongs. You get it? Into Yenya psychology say, when you watch people like Afenyomaki, we laugh because he's the easiest, he's the weakest link in the NPP in parliament. You see, when Ayaraga is speaking and Afenyo is speaking, Afenyo feels like, why are you still making me less? He has bought all the shirts. He has bought all the suits. He has bought all the red souls. He has tried everything. Still, he is not getting to that level he wants people to see who he is. And it's in all Breno. And if this guy, everything is about this guy in a few months ago, one can't say he should be addressed as the majority leader. He was having a fight with a reporter. And the inferiority complex. Since he said Osisu as Akara, he has never gotten that thing. And he's still searching for it. This is a guy who was fighting a mere reporter. Why did you address me as minority caucus leader? This is the most childish, foolish thing I've ever seen a politician exhibit on national television. Hey, why are you addressing me? Why are you addressing me? Today you are the minority leader. The guy is so daft. His level of intelligence is so low. It is all about himself. It is about how he wants. Everything is about, don't you know me? Do you know my position? Can't you tell? Don't you know if that is him? Into one say or pray. Imbre a friend no. Yamfa osahin amba no ntia say we muna mehwe Jimmy. Yele chanchen hine for kra yamfa chanchen hine maye. Yesterday tie nim. Yamfa na osahin ntinibu ofu. That is how low. Our Yugoslavia go gay because onwankasa onim ne gender, onim who he is. So I don't waste my time on this guy. He has our Obika, he has a borderline personality. Yeah, he's on the line. Afenyomakin is suffering from borderline personality. Onim, see, he wants to be somebody. He's trying. It would study on anything to change the face of the NPP. But NPP no more Jimmy. They don't know these things. Yeah, this is Afenyomakin. He's on the borderline. This guy, inferiority complex. Or try BBA so in fact, look at him. My catch it all.
You took the trouble of coming to Parliament with two persons who are alleged to be bailiffs and went to the legal office to yourself, directing officials of the legal office to receive the service of courts in the country. And it is stated clearly there that the Speaker can be served on Mondays during working hours. There were reasons why we came to those agreements. You are aware of it. Yet you kept on insisting that service be effected whilst the Speaker was presiding over the proceedings of the House. You, as leader of the House, as majority leader, you are saying that this was service because you threw the court processes on the table and walked away? Is that how you effect service? Please, to quote the common parlance, don't go there.
With respect, for the past 12 years.
He's on the borderline. He doesn't know. On respect, say he envies a lot of people, some personalities in the NDC, and he wants to be them. So when he goes to Parliament, he's looking at what people are wearing. Atosha Abazi, Iba Shet no Shato, Ayarga, what is he wearing? Look at Haruna, what is he? So he's in competition with nothing. Afenyomakin, take your time and watch him carefully. Or Yugoslavia and Koyoge or Tomo. I'm telling you, Onim where he belongs. He's on the borderline. And so such a person comes out and says, 2028, we will be majority. How, on what basis do you say that? Now, a whole political party, you want Ghanaians to see you say, you people, a party, ma rejuvenated party, no, a refurbished party, no, a changing party, no, still the same crooks, the same jokers, the same liars are leading you. So who is going to be attracted to this party? Now, let's talk about this. And the cabinet at the Assembly Abetuo. Assembly is simple. Cabinet has issued directive to reverse changes made in names of public universities and the Ekufuado. Thank you, John Dramani Mahama. Nana Dudanko Ekufuado, agovewe wanko school papa biya Ghana. Obedi president no, the oyane se o change university din ede to the bush force. And the John Mahama ama instruction cabinet say San kwasia din or to the bush force universities no yensan yenyi na free o. Akwa we de enisanka in Ghana ye be book bi krampo hu nanim wom. He's or a dead news or a bad news. And the cabinet say any school Ekufuado beto ye. Any school Ekufuado change din de koto ne papa so ne maame so ne busuafo so no. And the cabinet say yama instructions yan reversing nyina for schools ni din enko schools ni. Wo ne busuafo the independence of Ghana, you didn't play a role. I want one Ekufuado's family member they play a role in the independence of Ghana. One. Obviously, JB Dankwa play a role in our independence. So be Ebema speech. Ne afrose be jinawa who play a role. Nana the Dankwa Ekufuado ebusi ni biedi wa. You better make us actively. They sacrificed for the Republic of Ghana. None of them. These were United Kingdom watchdogs. In 1960, 1950, 54, 50, 1950, 51, 52, 53, now I'm a pie a boy at 2 trim. They were working in Ghana in 3-piece suit and smoking cigar. These are people who are selfish. Obiaso a lawyer ko school abrochire. These are people who did not contribute a dime. Obo in school back or Ghana. from ne nana to ne nanankanswa to ne papa to ne papa ebesi nne ubuso mo a yenyina ye call law school. Nobody can point to one factory omusia omda fa Ghana ni adwuma. This Achim Sakawa small chicken, they have not contributed anything to the development of this day. Nothing from independence. But Akwawe the president, you know, why need to shine say Tete Kuraba say a dinner on Wabetu na obiesi school ye di atosono. Obiabe bobra awe chichire Ghana esi school ye di atosono. Oba no so odene kwasi asesa din. Abra wo kuraba kura wan hihye bi e domi abra. And these are the things sometimes it pisses some of us. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo for 8 years, he wasted our time. Me Akwawe, me huna na me buofu. Me hu Jimmy for no to so Akufo-Addo so a ona na kuta ni mu to say a toilet cap. Ana na me bufu. Akwawe be di power mo hu ana. Otumi gina be dwom no didi ni patem. Otumi ka cha hemfo so mo sorry. Jimmy we. Today he deserves respect from me. Now you Ghana ni na hu Akwawe ka say Akufo-Addo there ya feel now Ghana ni we Jimmy. Akwawe ogina hemfo ni kan so mo sorry no mo nchia no. Nipa tietia we. Nipa mu kodu we. Otumi gina nipa mu we. What is respectful about this guy? No respect. Ayana mu refi nyoma Akwawe be ye as president. Otam akonwa sika mu e no de nam Ghana kwasi apanyi we. Na just abrochi ahwana be prema sade we asoso because Akufo-Addo de we nyini o na we nyini na we jimi a montia no monka nkyene se de na oye ne nye. And the minimum to Ghana, Senka John Mahama Tamako Nusika no de Nam Ghana, and can quasia for the Namakacha Tafo. Kamube di Bolibam boy for Atemi Diomo Hinatem, Edin Tafo Atem and Tafo Jimmy. Moi can phone quasia for a co with Din Quasia some Ghana. National anthem, Neba not to all agent phone so. Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo, or Bon National anthem, Obi Yare, or my minister and church Uncle Budi Panunkuno, a co way dipa, Yasoson the Suo Ghana. I know Murefim Juana. Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo be president. Yakotam America rapper a ekrom ha me ekomi fie kura me mani wura eba Jubilee House be no mu ri ebe ball nyom wo Jubilee House, the seat of government. Kwasi ampenyi we respect be no. And ye dinner tema no obi to us on tiasie. Ye dinner tema on tiasie. In Kwasi ade Akufo-Addo ye nyina no kan nipa ba ko pempo ye bi o Ghana as the president and kan mo akan fo Kwasi afo kan den kan mo da hoka. Mo akan fo me kan won Kwasi afo ma. And can the manu dem, what has this guy done? A dear papa be pana gove or yema Ghana. Ye dinner tamanako wua mosabon tiasie and a winini. Now when any penny won fee. Penny a wed Jimmy or see a catch and so, dear we are an Indian senim. Yanti Kroma, a dinner Akufo-Addo anye. Ye kasa ye come back near Bobo Bonkwasia dia, Akufo-Addo. This guy is full of himself. Only president here would you Ghana. Or snubbing Kofo, or can Kwasia some Kofo, or Tamakonya Sika mu. Kwashampenyo kaje se oba besi National Cathedral besi ne. 8 years with DSC Kenyinama, Jimmy Wadr Ghana. We are still paying him. O say, I don't know Akufo-Addo. The Akufo-Addo che Yesu. Adia papa be na we Akufo-Addo akwade Jimmy. Momo yan kanche nso we Jimmy no mfa nkowu. Se ne be ya obisu fifi. Na opeso osun Akufo-Addo a obon se Akufo-Addo be Jimmy ye di na tam se ne be ya ono so betwe ne ho afri Jimmy no ho na Akufo-Addo di nkwasi asem yesi we nyini na penyine Jimmy a won kan jense we Jimmy. The guy basically wasted our time as a nation. Me see, let's flip the coin. In kwasiade Akufo-Addo be imagine say Mahama na president and Mahama baba akofa American rapper aba Jubilee House abegina abeto nyoma for kiwa anka asante hine bekasa anka mampon hine bekasa anka akamemu ahemfu nyina anka bekasa say say de ekosuni anka bantma kejetia anka menu enema sante forma obugudwom anka mbe yi omotode omoto atwi fom say bi nsida kwasiafo muntumi kanche Akufo-Addo yeti krom ha na nado danko Akufo-Addo esensene akonwa sika mu dinam Ghana munya mu ye moa yetia mom yanka no kura nkyere nkwasiafo we ene ye sore de so Jimmy so ya so Jimmy so a magana bebe edruni enti obi ba na obedi sika na okọ adan a we de wanyini obi ba na obedi sika na ne mma edi yie obi ba na obedi sika na ono de yare bo na ye na kwa brocha kohwe no obi ba na obedi sika onsi hospital obi ba na obedi sika na mo ahiafo Jimmy for gu ho e defending kwasiafo o ya wo busuam obi eni wa wanya 20,000 Ghana da o do kwasiate ankinkensu e defend Akufo-Addo Jimmy for wutia o taxes man 8 years a okotu amena se obesi cathedral o ya kwasia mike wo papa no sombosom akwa wei ene ne nkofo begange ye edi musike nyina edi nkwasi asem wo Ghana ontumi point to one regional hospital oro kwasi ato Ekufuado any 10 years no wu ede na obeye ja on Ghana ho Nana do danko Ekufuado ede na obeja wo nana ebetumi aba o se free SHS abuofunu unim nkwara omonyem wo free SHS green blue red traffic light or the buy Nana do danko Ekufuado ogina simpie so ka kire se obesi 350 senior high school kwasia o si school akokra yes, Ekufuado the bush to say nine. We fed them. They were able to order pizza from UK. Now kwasi to Jubilee House. No mudi. Na obiti de bantama. Na adiat sanajo. Na onya baby fan it into a hospital. Kwasia. Otu wase Ekufuado nyeshi. Ekufuado boni ya obedi lokuro ebini. We sit in this nation. John Kuma eti asantimemu as an MP. May he so rest in peace. Yare bo John Kuma asantimai. Yentumenya hospital bien sevu John Kuma. Kwasia. Nka o hine na nka. Sa yare de tona. Nka nabeka de okano. Mwa Jimmy ni Ghana nipa bi ba no take advantage of you no mu din kwasiasam and they hide behind what we call adia your friend penyini na some penny for mu Ghana na bia de go America ade na kwasiafo yare de mo ba America be hwe mo yare because mo amudi o mo chini mo Jimmy you people don't want to tell them the truth so medi penyini kwasiatam ewu a it's better than for me to sit for penyini kwasiane actions to kill me and my children and then yatene mo ma Jimmy phobia say Ghana who the hell is this fool Weja Abrantie we de ene onyini nche me mabru teenager at least me wunna ma wo mienu at least me wunna me so me testy abrabo so I'm not scared I want you to know Jimmy na body team no anything yete hande mama yenye serious as a nation galamsia eku ye nyina na ye ni maybe start here we know where it started from yet Ghana na ye we mu de na we mu de ye nka we nim na we de wa nim ye hu ni po ye de kwase ate wasa ye nsuo nyina asai and after 1 year pe mo se mahama me solve galamsey problem mo ye ntwamoa mo jimi ye tena krom ha ahemfo ti kronim ahema ti kronim asofo ti kronim na excavators su de from Paul Boate the report be ma Ekufuado kwase ampanyi se enkofo we na esai nsuo Nana do danko Ekufuado pepa and to koto twene o do kwase ate wo blemu mahama ne say mahama solve galamsey we kwase 8 years machines nsuo mu ahemfo ni nyina munim mu ahemfo ni nyina mu nyina I won't take anybody out you people some of you have greater concessions in Ghana mu nyina mo nka no kure akonwa na motete so na mo ye galamsey ne be kum nyina to atwene you people know you knew the damage these fools were doing we saw it. A military man was stoned to death because he was protecting Gabi Ochedakon's friend's site. Dabuasi Osabuasi, Captain Mahama, Yekunu broad daylight. You people know what happened. Yatiane, a lot of guys exposes. Erastus Sardonko site, a woodem, donko, Chema won't to me too, a good year sensio. I have women Yamatas of Yankasa. A coup for the campaign when Ghana for 8 years. But when Jimmy, you people sat down because I account for party. Intimia kona me asa akanino na me kwasi abetre defend the MPP. The problem we are facing today is because we contributed to the destruction of our water bodies. For 8 years in Kenya sorry ne kasa it say e kasa nda akankwasa se wenke hu. Mahama na nimu ye hare and this no me ntafo, omo ya wonafo, omo ya krobofo, omo ya kwasiafo nti mo betume di omatam emmoa. Insuo de beku ye nyina we will all die. You are foolish. Mo ena mo say Ghana, mo akamfo na mo say Ghana. You are Ghana's biggest problem. My mo wa beifo bi o, se die yo, mo nti bibia se, mo se ntwamwa ena mo gu Ghana. Mo akamfo including myself. Mo nimu nyansa. Ye ne akamfo ye nimu nyansa, ye Jimmy. Yeah, we are too foolish to the point we don't even understand what will save us. Ade abeji ene ne say no. Mo akamfo including mo Jimmy. Ghana problem aye komu nyina ya akamfo. Yani akamfo, yani asay Ghana no. Then kind of selective kind of building a nation no. Until suddenly, after 7 months, 8 months, Mahama na de galamsey ba emwa. Na me Mahama ka ba me nyina num galamsey nso na wu. Me Mahama, see the effort this government is putting in. The lands minister is not sleeping. The president himself, see what they are doing. Yetena kromo ha 8 years chema wuntumi kwasia wetina santimemu otena otumfo hwena no eyi gold gu table so na otumfo chedam ebo ni semu Morris Ampa alternative so kasa santefo ahemfo nyina mo ya adantrafo amanfo tena dem bo ni nsem abayewa bi tena nkran e kasa ya twene free Kumase ba nkran ba Kumase e be fe ne to edidi na tem. What kind of life is that? Adian kwasi asem ni aso so sa ba beduru ha no. O ka kan say o via man come to Kumase na Kumase ship ba ho. Kumase na motor ship ba ho. Yeti kroma na kwasi afo be ka kire mo say ya be si international airport wo Kumase. And plane fra Bruche, KLM, Lufthansa, DN to land in Kumase, Yatamotufo, de Chetise Conco, the Nibesi Kumase Airport, S. Dinwa Grosse, Adietia, international flight BC, a flight in CA. Nanka Endis Nabaya, and Kamugun Sakan Kwasiasem. You people sit there and these things all go on. Into your Jiminti 2028, yes, I'm going to be my PPBM. The kind of disrespect you people sponsor. The nonsense I also saw Ghana. Yatete Ghana wa nkwasiasam nti tribe nti nipa bi dinso me nipa cha nipa bi ene yeso so nkwasiasam so. And some people believe say it is a kanipa bi asem nti akwa we ne group ba no ma say Ghana no for 8 years businessmen lost all their monies. Pensioners DDEP ye hwe pensioner nim ne agi ne sika ne wakowu kwasiaw na nwu. It you sit there and ekefo de why de Bawomia, Canada, Japan, Brane Champon, Kentry, and Cobne Japan, Sanquasia 4-5 way, a dear no my ye, a dear support to Ghana. Obia Bejinawa, and I'm a Mawiska, and I'm a Boawi. These are foolish people. Enti, most sorry, number 20 TV so, Namobaye, Galam say, dear Sino, Mesamo Bodam, Memia Mahama, Kamamans to Nekuyina. Say Bekume Kumoso. Because Edua, enquire on Benjamin say, or say a cassa. A dear Quasia Samono. Suddenly, Ubia TV, the Galam say menace. Right now, our water bodies with some Kwasiafo. And this is one more Akuma Pantra me. Coming few Ubia Ghana. And right now, look at our water bodies. Look at na champagne she is in so every day. Erastus aside don't I remember when Erastus team. I remember when Erastus came to America, before Erastus came to America, now me titi news and I'm a friend. Say what's going on? You people under MPP, namu penekuno. He had to move his family. These are things that we are not even supposed to talk about. At a point, I was say Erastus, moving a year and tina baby. No so tina baby. Na okofi ko na otete. Under Ekufuado kwasi ampenyiwe. Under you these same fools. Because Oya report on Galamsey Essensio. At a point, he wanted to leave the country. But people sacrificed, put everything on the line. Etina Kronim, Manaza Azuri Kwasia we Kasana Motegana so Jimmy way when he became critical Kwasia South Africa. The Nimo lines say a binning Jimmy Sano. He takes money and he does stories. He wants to destroy people's lives. Manaza Azuri. Okocha throw the MPP ba power. Okacha Ghana for so akomusa confirmed to Kwasia 10 year boa. Satam na ye sada. We won confirm ya sa confirm tu. Kwasia we kwajiska ogabi ocheda ko ebetena TV so because he wanted to be known. And then he wants to try and please his own people. He has destroyed the northern region than anybody. Anka sada. Etumi eko enim elastic akra ba omiamo beto aso anka nyende ene yeti ha yede intafo nkwara eba santimemu mombe so aso ankofo nwoma. MPP ba power omu change sada eko ye no NDA Northern Development Authority ba omia nuaba ne da no ende ya chena tum kwasiafo omu gu ni nyina samia ukuri kojo ponkroma mo tricycles idija sada over 400 omu kwasesa ni nyina ba santimemu ebe chema amoma mo de ye taxi ade nkwasiama ne ebubu ni sa no yete omo obi ankasa ene Ekufuado ene MPP ye jiminti 1 year ye remfi ne ama mutumi na nkwasiafo mo je tumi ya henie inwan mojuza tumi e yakonwa obidi mojuza tumi ye baba ye den akweside mojuza tumi ye de baba gurukete tumi ye mfa ni agro. Governance is different from chieftaincy, and you people need to get it in your head. If you are not ready to live within the laws of this land and make sure the right things are done, get the fuck out of Ghana. Me as a city, I don't give a fuck about anybody. It is what's supposed to be done right. And ya so song kwasi asamso for a long time. Heketia mo Jimmy ana o Jimmy. na ojimi ewo adanse asokwa hwe Jimmy na ojimi no wey origin newu hwe Jimmy na ojimi every single day na Kinso concert party every fucking day na papa